Yo! What's going on, boys? This is Grim Reaper coming with the next portion of the much awaited, much expected, highly anticipated, sought out Tournament of Power. Today we'll be covering round 7. I think this is session 8 of the greatness. Before we begin, let's get all the formalities out of the way. If you guys want to support this endeavor as well as all the other endeavors that we're doing on the channel, check out our Patreon. We have a bunch of different perks and privileges that you can get by joining the channel. If you guys want to just talk about this topic, other topics, and other topics amongst the community, check out the link in the description as well for our Discord. Our Discord is where we have all of our activities, where we host all of our things. It's where we're hosting this conversation, this Tournament of Power right now. So if you guys want to hop in right now, as you're watching, right now, and give your input on every single matchup, go to the Discord right now. Let me post a link quick fast. Finally subscribe, man. Hey, just subscribe, bro. Just click that big red button, subscribe that bit, bro. That's really, if you don't want to do anything else, bro, you can just subscribe. It's really, you can just do that. That should work too. This is an open Discord session, as I just mentioned, so we got the boys here. What's going on?
What's up? Sigma.
Oh, sorry.
I think
yeah,
that was a pretty good intro. You didn't cough that time. I don't know.
I roll up so fast and cough again. Alright, so while these guys, if anybody decides to jump in, I'll jump in. Let's get it popping.
Audio seems fine until you add music, then I'll tell you if that messes it up.
The music added. You don't hear it?
Oh, no. I don't hear it. Let me recheck. Oh, okay, yeah, actually I can hear it. Never mind.
Okay. Is it too low or?
Maybe, but I'd rather... I mean, better than it being too high.
So she said.
But that's cap.
Gotta don't get that much.
Alright. So let's start off with arguably the biggest loser here. Unihorn versus Showerhead.
Is your stream up?
Oh, my bad. Forgot about that part. I see the only shit we forgot. Here we go. Alright. You see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
I'd say Showerhead 3-2.
Yeah, I think so too.
Are we just giving her the 2 because they're both demons on the same team, or?
Yeah, I think they're all pretty relative to each other, just based off of their showing against Garou. But I think Showerhead just did slightly better against Garou with the heat.
Didn't Garou almost try to break his horn and failed?
He kicked it. He didn't do anything else. There was like an instant where like they threw it at him and he just like
He deflected.
used the flowing water smashing fist to make it go a different direction.
I could have sworn that Garou used his knee to try and break his horn or something.
Oh, he was going. That's when Showerhead intercepted. He was going to use his knee, but then he got hit, so he jumped away.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll give him that 3-2. Hellfire and Stinger.
Yep.
Wow. This chapter does make, like, I think Pig God stock did tick up a little bit this chapter, but
not enough.
Yeah.
Maybe God's eating Orochi.
Alright, Silver Fang, Rhino Wrestling. Alright, it was an easy one. Alright, we're 7 rounds in. Top of the table is Orochi, Silver Fang, and Flashy Flash. Bottom is Unihorn, Monster stronger than Deep Sea and Stinger. Yeah, bro. Ground Snack.
I thought we were gonna get Drive Night versus Garou.
Does that have to come up soon? I think I asked him.
Good, because I already have my speech ready for why Drive Night gets one shot.
Damn.
He won't fly off?
Garou too fast for that.
Spring Mustachio or Giant Crow versus Spring Mustachio?
I got Spring.
Yeah, I think Spring tastes this.
Wow. This is ridiculous. This is Giant Crow, the nigga that attacked King.
Right.
Okay.
Against Spring Mustachio?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Giant Crow is a demon.
So, yeah. So my reason, I think Spring Mustachio could handle a couple of demons. So, but my reason is mainly because of his fight with Garou. Garou had already had prep on Spring Mustachio's fighting style and his technique, and we see that this technique could still go straight past Garou's durability, and Garou obviously has better durability feats than Giant Crow. Garou is also faster, and then
How?
stated like
It was Saitama that ruined Giant Crow. It wasn't the building.
That's not what. What? I said he has better durability feats. What?
But I'm saying like Giant Crow, we don't have an actual like measure for Giant Crow because it was Saitama that stopped him, yeah, and not the building.
Right. Yeah. Which would go with what I'm saying. I say he has better feats.
Yeah. You can't tell how durable somebody is by them getting punched by Saitama.
Which is why I'm just going off of feats, and I'm saying, well, by the feats, Spring Mustachio win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he slammed into a building, and that wasn't enough to like even deter him.
So building level, wall level.
Right.
Okay, Spring Mustachio, we haven't seen a single attack of his that's gonna shatter a building like that. A skyscraper, like it was like what, like the entirety of King's floor, and then like a little bit of the floor below it. I'm gonna say maybe even the ceiling a little bit, but all that just with his beak attack. And Spring Mustachio is gonna stop that. I haven't seen a single thing Spring Mustachio can do to like even take that on. And if we're talking about,
he went straight to Garou's durability, and Garou is demonstrably weaker than the one that was fighting Genos, and that version was tanking physical attacks from Genos.
So if we slam,
also, unless you're gonna like argue that like Puri within that time frame, which he should logically be below Genos, but if that's the argument you want to make, then you would have to make that in order to upscale Giant Crow, given the fact that he's stated to be below that version of Puri.
Hold up, where does it say that?
I got you. I think it was 1.
That said that Giant Crow is weaker than which Puri?
That Puri would have beaten him. It's obviously we would base this on that time frame, and the version of Puri that was around that time frame was the one that fought Mouse.
Even if we give him an equivalence to Puri or just below Puri's speed doesn't outmatch Spring Mustachio's speed. And if we're just gonna use his power is much more expansive, or has a bigger AOE, as you guys put it. So he would be able to actually hit Giant Crow and do some damage to some areas. But Spring Mustachio, like I said, he doesn't have no feat that shows him breaking through a building like Giant Crow did. If we're gonna use Puri's offensive capabilities, Spring Mustachio's like piercing blade isn't more destructive than Puri's, and I don't necessarily have a reason to believe that it would just like that he would just be able to pierce Giant Crow, especially because he's flying. I'm not taking away. I'm not taking away Spring Mustachio's finesse. I'm not saying that like he wouldn't be able to extend and maybe try and stab Giant Crow in the air. But if Atomic's having trouble with individuals who are flying around, I'm not just going to give any swordsman the same capabilities, especially when they have less finesse than it. I'm not comparing Sairochi to Giant Crow. I'm not comparing Drive Knight to Giant Crow either. All I'm saying that is it's clear that if you're flying and you're fighting somebody who has a sword, we can now give more evidence towards the creed that it's going to be more difficult than what we said before. Now, if you're on the ground and somebody's flying around like that, it's not that easy to just hit them. That moment, that stance proves it right there. If we have evidence against that, we can look at it too to show as to why pretty much that. Okay, go ahead.
So wait, but there's two problems there. You're conflating. You said you don't want to compare the two, but you are comparing the two. And the reason why you can't compare the two is because the situations are not only different entirely, but Giant Crow doesn't have the range or offensive abilities that Sairochi has via feats. And then in addition to this, the Tomboy Thrust also has an extensive range. So
The Tomboy, I don't have any evidence that the Tomboy thrust is reaching the top of the building that King was at, and I also don't
it
have.
wouldn't need to.
Why not? That's where Giant Crow was flying at.
Because Giant Crow actually has to take down Spring Mustachio in order for him to win, and by virtue of doing that, since he doesn't have any feats to suggest he has range, it would have to be within the confines of close quarters.
Okay, like I said, we don't have the evidence to show that Spring Mustachio is breaking down a building. So if Giant Crow can be impacted by something the size of a room, an entire room in a building, and Pooty Pooty's supposed to be an equivalent or more to that, which I can believe, I can see that we've proven something to that degree to an extent. That isn't like I'm not seeing how Spring Mustachio is just piercing Giant Crow one time and taking him out. What's to say that
Wait, where's Giant Crow's durability skill?
at the minimum he was able to bust through the top of a building or the side of a building that was in the air or whatever, or not suspended, a tall building, the wherever King was at, and the building, we don't have evidence to say that the building is what killed him. It seems pretty obvious that it was Saitama that killed him when he stopped him. No, he wasn't even dead when Saitama stopped him, did he? Was he? It was Saitama stopped him and then punched him to take him out. So it's a whole building, Saitama stopping him, and he was still intact. His beak was still intact. I now have more evidence to say that not only his beak is durable, but him coming in for a straight attack, you would have to have some pretty serious force in order to stop him. So let's say that Spring Mustachio is standing there, right? And at a downward inclined angle, Giant Crow's coming full speed at him, right? You would have to give me more information for me to say that Spring Mustachio could pierce his vital organs in his face and his head, or if a stab would actually kill him before Giant Crow would take him out with that impact. Because if he could take him to the building, Spring Mustachio's surviving.
So the way of doing it is you would scale Spring Mustachio based off of his interaction with Garou and how easily he could pierce Garou. You would scale Garou's durability based off of his feats and showings after that, or even during that moment, which could are against Tank Top Master. He fought post-tournament Genos on a physical level while severely weakened via like 5 statements from Genos himself and then the A-class also.
Tank Top never displayed an attack. I'm gonna word this very carefully because we've seen what Tank Top can do right now, but it's clear that he wasn't doing the same thing then. I'm going to be using the examples of other characters, and even Tatsumaki, for example, where Tatsumaki's fought tough opponents before, quote unquote, or was even fighting in the same fight now, where it seemed like she was trying and it wasn't her full power, or even close to that, especially within the actual base, where Psycho's managed to, like, with her, Sairochi, managed to, like, trap her, shit like that. Outside of the base, it was a completely different story. She wasn't even using anywhere near her full power in comparison to that. So I'll take that same example here. Tank Top Master up against Garou. It was a crazy fight. Very good in finesse, but the same tools that he would require to lift a building or to lift the thing that we saw that he threw in order to fly over or whatever is not the same power that he would need or the same finesse that he would need to fight somebody like Garou. The biggest destructive feats that we've seen from Tank Top Master in that fight was when he punched the ground, and besides that, it was the clash that he had with Garou. So I have no reason to believe that at that time period, any attack that he did was stronger than the ground-breaking attack, especially because Garou was I guess we could call it. Let me not add that context to it. I was gonna say that Tank Top Master would try not to kill Garou, but I have no reason to believe that would be the scenario. So that's what I'm going by. That Tank Top's abilities at the time period were not the same that we saw here, and that destructive power isn't taking out a building.
It's been stated that this version of Tank Top scales to Genos on a physical level by Garou, right? Genos has been able to fight people who have feats to suggest that they are above Giant Crow on a physical level via his interaction with Deep Sea King with one arm, and then his interaction with Mosquito Girl in the VGS, then his interaction with Deep Sea King in the VGS. If anything, you could argue that Genos on a physical... Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, continue.
Okay, if anything, you could argue that on a physical level, Genos scales to Puri Puri at this time. You could actually argue Genos is above, but we could just ball him to being on par with that version of Puri Puri via Puri's interaction with Melzagard and then via Genos' interaction with Deep Sea King, Mosquito Girl, and Garou. And then Spring Mustachio would simply upscale via that.
Okay, but like I said before, we've seen examples where individuals not only it seemed like they were using their full power, they were in every single scenario, or they had every reason to use their full powers, and they did not. So once again, I'll say it: the feats that we saw from TikTok Master, though he may be compared to, even in Garou's memories, to a Genos that was fighting EC, which is pretty tough as well. No question about that. I have no reason to believe that that power that he used would be able to break a building in a single punch, or do the same exact destructive capabilities that Giant Crow produced. Like I said, all he did was run into a building. He ran into a building and half the side of the face collapsed. Saitama had to stop him.
So I gave the scale. Genos physically scales to pre lowballing him. Tank Top Master is stated to be on par with him. Whether or not Tank Top Master was going all out or not would actually help Tank Top Master's case, but that's not the point of this scale. And then these people scale to Mosquito Girl, scale to Deep Sea King via the VGS and via Genos' interaction with Deep Sea King as well. Deep Sea King also casually destroyed a building. So
Okay, my problem is that all the people that we're talking about, you're just bringing it back to Garou's durability. None of those people got a chance to actually do that damage to Garou. He stopped it with combat every single time. Tank Top never got a chance to actually hit Garou in a straight up situation to where he would just take him out. All of it was just playing around and Garou was holding back. So once again, Garou wasn't holding back up against the other people.
Your ability doesn't lower. So
defensive capability does.
defensive capability when it pertains to
No, not even defensive capability. Like I said, we saw Tank Top Master use his full power 2 times when he did that clash with Garou, and that's arguable. We can argue whether he was using his full power in that punch, and then when he punched the ground, it was the strongest fighting feats that we saw in that scenario. And because we've seen even Tatsumaki not use her full power when she absolutely needed to, I don't have a reason to believe that Tank Top was not holding back up against Garou.
But the issue, it doesn't matter whether or not he was going all out. If he wasn't, then that actually helps him. That proves that he is higher. But I'm not saying that this potential full power Tank Top is the scale. I'm saying the one that was stated by Garou to be equal to Genos, which is the one that he directly interacted with and was hit by, is the scale. That's the scale.
Okay, but you're still telling me that because the Genos that we saw back in the story at that other time period fought a really strong Garou, and he put up really good feats up against Garou, that because Tank Top was compared to him, that Tank Top has to be around that level. That's almost
in terms of physics. Wait. In terms of physicality,
okay,
sure.
Bet. All right.
That is what the statement states.
Cool. Caught that. All right, bet. Nice. I'm simply saying that he can choose to meter how much force he's using. You're saying that goes to your side? No, it doesn't, because we don't have.
No. That's no. That's not what. No, when I said that helps Tank Top, I'm referencing Tank Top's general ability. Like if he were to be suppressed when he was fighting Garou, but he's already stated, even in the suppressed state, to be on par with Genos in terms of physicality. That just means that he's that strong, even if he's not going all out. But that's not the point of me bringing it up. The point of me bringing it up is whatever mind state Tank Top Master it was in doesn't matter, because the comparison was drawn between the one that they both got hit by. Garou got hit by Tank Top Master. He got hit by Genos, and then he's like, "Oh, his physical strength rivals that of Tank Top Master."
All that does is bring down Genos.
Yeah, but we could compare Genos based off of his other feats in terms of physicality.
Sure. Once again, I'm saying that does not cancel the fact or the possibility that in that fight, Tank Top Master could have been metering his power. It doesn't matter if Garou and Genos are the equivalent there. Yes, they both felt the same exact power or energy. That doesn't mean anything. There's no connection there still. All I'm saying is that if Giant Crow comes straight at Spring Mustachio, and Spring Mustachio managed to pierce through Garou's hand when he wasn't trying, when he caught his sting, and that Garou is the Garou you're comparing to Tank Top Master and Genos other two people, that still doesn't say anything about Spring Mustachio's piercing ability and how much it cannot destroy a building, how much Giant Crow is still able to take on the building of an entire, or the damage that he took when taking on an entire building, and then still survive after Saitama stopped him. That's what I'm saying. That even if we take on the strength of whatchamacallit, of Tank Top and Genos compared to Garou, and give that strength to the piercing power of Spring Mustachio, which I don't think it was, because he wasn't trying. Garou wasn't trying. So we're now even saying that Garou's durability may be at a lower threshold, even when he's not trying.
Based off of what? I would need a quantification for that. You literally have to prove that.
Spring Mustachio, or Garou, you think Garou was going full power up against Spring Mustachio?
His durability lowering based off of his interaction with the character.
Then that mean, all right. If you're saying that Garou was able to be pierced by Spring Mustachio and he was not trying in that time period, that means that anybody else who pushed Garou more so could have done even more damage to Garou.
I agree with that, but that
okay, then that
wait, but that doesn't discount the fact that durability doesn't lower. You're using this to argue that his durability would be lower by virtue of him not trying.
I'm using,
but you'd have to prove that his durability lowered, and then you'd have to give me a quantification for how much it lowered.
I'm using that to discredit Garou's durability in this occasion. If somebody like Spring Mustachio, hold on, yes. If somebody like Spring Mustachio, without the destructive capability to bring down a building, who you're comparing, who isn't as strong as Taitan Master, who you're giving credits similar to, because we're giving that credit to Garou or whatever, that individual was able to pierce Garou. Whether it's trauma or another force or another way of dealing damage to him, fine. Sure, he can take a punch. Sure, he can take a bat hit. That's fine. But piercing with a blade, it seems like that was able to get to him. It's like just like a projectile sliding past him and it cut his cheek and shit like that. Though he seems more vulnerable to those, it's like any other human would be, than when he would to a blunt force attack. So once again, I'll state, if Giant Crow can run into a building and that won't take him out, an entire building, and Spring Mustachio with his blade cannot destroy a building in the manga, then why would I just give it to Spring Mustachio over Giant Crow? He could tank that.
So are you going to give a quantification for how much your durability will lower and how much the effectiveness of a blunt force attack versus the piercing attack? I would literally need a number for that, because the argument you're making is extremely analogous. You'd have to quantify the difference.
It's not. You can do it yourself right now.
Then I would dismiss it.
No, you can do it yourself right now. Take a hammer and take a pencil.
I'm not obligated to do it. You're the one who's making the argument.
Okay, do you want me to take a hammer and a pencil right now?
No. Did you just hear what I said?
No, I hear what you said, but I'm saying that if I take a hammer,
you need to quantify. There being a difference isn't the point. The point is you need to tell me to what extent. Give me something that you could use for leverage, because if you can't do that, then the argument would be dismissed.
A person that much stronger than Spring Mustachio was about to use blunt force, who was boosted up with fighting spirit to a degree that I think is about low dragon, right? Metal Bat was a low dragon. With a single hit of a low dragon bat, it was said that Garou would have died. So that compared to Spring Mustachio piercing his hand without being anywhere near that low dragon ability, that's the difference. That if a low, let's call him a low demon or a mid demon, because you want to give demon respects. Spring Mustachio as a mid demon was able to pierce through Garou's hand, while Metal Bat as a low dragon was about to one shot him with a bat. That's the difference in durability.
If he's one shotting them with the bat, then why would this be brought up? I don't understand.
Because Spring Mustachio piercing is not going to be anywhere near sufficient to kill Giant Crow if he's coming at him full speed. Like he did to take out the building. That's
wait, pause. Those are two different things. We are currently talking about a quantification in regards to the difference between these two attacks. Yes. You're comparing an attack that's blatantly been shown to be more powerful than Spring Mustachio's via their interaction with Garou as your justification for that, but that doesn't answer the question.
With
Garou, because by virtue of that, you literally don't even need a quantification to prove that Metal Bat's attack is stronger. It's been stated by Murata. It's been shown even before he got to that point that if he had landed in a hit, it would have easily took him out. That's something that we already are aware of. That doesn't discount the fact that I was making that argument that I was making. Like that analogy in of itself doesn't like discount anything that's been stated. I don't know why it was brought up.
I'm confused to what the scenario just came down to.
His hand durability or something, but even then
that's what we've been talking about the entire time.
He used a technique specifically within the confines of that case, and he did it in this one. So obviously his hand wasn't going to.
So now you're trying to say the scenario is different. We're talking about durability, your ability to take attacks. I'm saying that if Giant Crow
but in this situation,
hold on. I'm saying that if Giant Crow can smash into a building, an entire building, and then get stopped by Saitama and he's still not dead, then maybe Spring Mustachio stabbing him, and it may not even be in a vital space, won't stop him from that rampage. That's what I'm saying. You're saying that because hold on. From what I gathered, and please correct me, you were making comparisons between Garou, Taitan Master, and other individuals to state that because Spring Mustachio was able to pierce through Garou or deal damage to Garou, that means that, and I think you made a comparison to Puri Puri as well, that means that because Giant Crow's durability is somewhat unknown, and because he would lose to Puri Puri, Spring Mustachio should be able to kill him. And I'm simply saying that that shouldn't be true, because Spring Mustachio doesn't have an attack comparable to Tank Top, Puri Puri, or Genos. None of them. Their attacks are not comparable.
We would go off of this showing against Garou, where he blatantly went past his durability, and then we go off of the fact that other individuals using
when did he go past his durability
as Genos or Tank Top Master failed to also do so, or if they did do it, it's to the same exact extent. Therefore, the AP would be around the same level.
Okay, so you're agreeing that when Metal Bat was said to be able to like one shot Garou, and when Spring Mustachio pierced through his hand, those were the same level attacks.
No.
Then why did you say they have similar AP?
I was referring to the people who I was actually using as a skill for tank to spring. What? The people who I'm using as a skill to upskill Spring Mustachio. That's the point of me comparing their interaction with Garou. And then the reason why I was saying you can't necessarily use Metal Bat to do so is because of the fact that it's blatantly been stated and shown that he could have quite easily one-shot him had he ever landed an attack. Where Spring Mustachio obviously can't do that.
So you see the difference in durability then?
What?
So you see the difference in durability?
There's no difference in durability there. Garou never got hit.
All right, I'll
restate it. You
can't
even argue a difference in durability because it's literally
restate it again.
Got one shot.
Yes, we can. He got pierced. That's what we're talking about. I'll restate it again.
No, but you're saying that you can use Metal Bat to scale his durability. So could you answer how are you using Metal Bat to gauge Garou's durability if he never got hit?
You asked me, how can I prove a difference in durability in between how Spring Mustachio hurt Garou and then anything else? So then I mentioned Metal Bat because Metal Bat was going to not only get past the durability but kill him. That's a marker. That's getting past the durability, a marker right there. By hitting him one time, you could kill him in a different method than Spring Mustachio. So that's the threshold for trauma. Now I'm comparing that because the threshold for piercing, sheer force, is much lower seemingly because a person with much lower skill and a person that seems to be that got bodied by Garou actually managed to pierce Garou's hand. So it seems like you can pierce Garou much easier than you can kill him with slamming because a lot of people like Tank Top, for example, couldn't use trauma to beat Garou. It just didn't work. Their power wasn't enough. And if they have more power than Spring Mustachio, which they obviously do, and Metal Bat has more power than Tank Top, which he obviously does at that time period, then that means that there's a difference between how much you need to pierce Garou than how much you need in order to slam or hit Garou with trauma. So if that's the case, Spring Mustachio... Hold on. If that's the case, then Spring Mustachio piercing is going to be more closer to what he did up against Garou right there than what it is to Tank Top or Pooty Pooty or the other guys who are doing trauma like that. So people saying if Giant Crow can run into a building, which may be comparable to what Pooty Pooty can do, which may be comparable to what Tank Top Master could do, because their attacks were affecting buildings or could affect buildings, maybe I should compare his durability to Tank Top's offensive power, to their offensive power, and not to Spring Mustachio's, who just pierced Garou's hand, which is obviously much less tough to do compared to slamming him or beating him down with trauma. That's all I'm saying.
Why are you using? So there's two issues. Why would you use somebody who can one-shot him as leverage for a difference in power? The easier, the better, the most logical way of doing it is by using people who have relative AP and use different forms of attacks against the same person. You're using someone who has statements as well of being able to one-shot Garou, has statements of putting him above Genos' AP when he went against Elder Centipede and used the Spiral Incineration Cannon as leverage for this when it's blatantly been shown he's far above him without the need to equate or demonstrate the difference between the attack. And then two, if you want to use the argument that different forms of AP determine or different attacks determine how well they do it against a character, then one that just helped my case because even if we assume that's true, that would mean that it would be easier for him to go straight through Giant Crow.
Reiterate what you just said, because I don't think you understood what you just said. Reiterate what you just said, bro.
What part of what I said?
You asked me to find the difference in Garou, if durability is different. You told me that. You said durability isn't different. It doesn't change for a character. And I gave you an example, which is 100% true, that cutting and punching will do different things to you. They may affect you differently, which you agreed upon. Now you're saying that's going to help you. If that's the case, then
wait. Oh, God. So I gave my reason as to why that wasn't the case before I say, well, even if we go with that. I literally told you
why durability can't be different.
Why you can't conflate those two situations.
But correct. We did. We are comparing those. Are you saying
why you can't conflate them, not compare?
Are you saying that if I stab you and I punch you, that it won't be different damage and I won't be through you easily or differently?
In terms of AP, no, it wouldn't.
Okay, so if you're telling me if I put 50 newtons of force in my fist,
was I not talking?
Go ahead.
It depends on where the AP scales, right? Dependent on the person, dependent on the context. There are variables that you have to go through. and using what's his name, Metal
Depending
Bat
on the
at
person and
very least
content,
here, something I'm simply saying
Spring
you can't
Mustachio
do because
compared
you're
to Metal
conflating
Bat,
two
who do you think
different
stronger?
situations entirely.
Who's stronger, Spring Mustachio or Metal Bat?
Between Metal Bat, why is that relevant?
That's relevant because that character has all traits. All traits superior than Spring Mustachio. All traits. There's not one trait that Spring Mustachio has
Right.
superior to Metal Bat.
But the issue is, Graham, the reason why we know this is because of the fact that he can one-shot, what's his name, Garou, and he's also stated to be able to, not stated, he's, what's his name, Senior Centipede is stated to be able to tank Genos' attacks, and he can one-shot Senior Centipede. We have evidence to come to the conclusion that based off of their interaction, if we want to look at it from a linear standpoint, we could simply just use their interactions with Garou as justification. But that doesn't inherently mean anything because you're conflating two things where in one situation there's a blatant difference between the AP of the two individuals.
You are not drawing the comparison to Giant Crow. That's what I keep doing. That's what I keep trying to do. The people who you're mentioning, you mentioned Pooty Pooty and Tay-Top. I'm telling you that those people, their attacks compare to what Giant Crow did to a building. It doesn't matter what other people say or pretend. We saw Giant Crow run into a building and he survived that. A building, and a part of the building collapsed. He went inside of it. Saitama caught him. And he still wasn't done. Saitama did another action to take him out. I'm saying that Pooty Pooty, who's said to be able to beat him, Tay-Top, who's comparable to him, and Genos, who's comparable to him in a physical stance, dealing trauma, those guys were not overwhelming Garou. They were not beating Garou. But a weaker individual, somebody who's weaker, who has traits weaker than all of those people I just mentioned, on the other side, Spring Mustachio was able to pierce Garou. He was able to get through it.
And that his AP would upscale. That doesn't degrade anything.
How would his AP would upscale?
Correct.
Who's AP?
Spring, based off of his interaction with Garou.
So Spring Mustachio has a lot more offensive prowess, or has a lot more offensive ability compared to Tank Top because he pierced Garou's hand?
That's not what I said. I said he would be within the same level.
So Spring Mustachio's offense is comparable to Tank Top's because he pierced Garou's hand.
Based off of their interaction with the same exact individual, correct.
I'm glad we clarified that. I thought it was weird that niggas were telling me.
Wait, pause.
Niggas were telling me that Spring Mustachio was close to Giant Crow, and I thought I was crazy. No,
this is the first thing I started off with, Grim, was I made a comparison between their interaction with Garou, and then I proceeded to scale this version of Tank Top based off of his statements.
No, the issue was that I thought it was peculiar that you guys were telling me that Spring Mustachio was close to Giant Crow, because by all accounts in this series, in all sense that I have, that's not true. But now you guys are telling me that, and you've explained your whole thing now, and that final point brings you that you think that Spring Mustachio offensively is comparable to Tank Top Master. I think that's ridiculous.
The one that went against Garou and got the statement, I don't know about currently because he seems to be showing a different level of power, but that's not relevant.
Sigma?
The one that had this statement from what's his name? From Garou based off of his interaction with Genos, and then their interaction with the same exact form of Garou.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Literally, he was suppressing his abilities in both instances, and then I've already given the reason as to why there wouldn't be a quantifiable degree for their durability lowering, at least in these situations.
I know. The people have heard it. Sigmox?
Right.
I pretty much don't have anything like unique to say. Spring Mustachio, I mean, he based off what he did with Garou right through his hand. There's no way that if Garou is like not tanking that, then there's no way like Giant Crow is tanking that. So
also, another factor is speed, which easily goes to Spring.
Hold on. No, hold on. I want to go with Sigmox for a second now. So I can find anybody who like could pierce through Garou or do something to Garou at the time period, and they should be able to do whatever. How strong are their attacks? Because like if you remember, like how are we really quantifying how much Garou gets stronger after every single fight? Could it be said that he only got stronger after the Metal Bat fight, or was that even the time where he got stronger? Like let's.
Why does that matter?
Because you now have to show me that the Garou that encountered Sitch when he went to the building is different than Garou that like. Well, when did Garou grow? When did Garou start to get stronger? When he encountered Saitama? After Watchdog? Which one of those times did Garou start getting stronger? Because from what you're saying, the Garou... Hold up. I'm using the Garou... You just told me that if Garou can tank that attack and apparently Garou hasn't gotten any stronger, because you're gonna prove that to me in a second. If Garou hasn't gotten any stronger, and because Super Mustache got through that Garou, does that mean that Super Mustache should be able to like kill Metal Bat or kill anybody around that range that Garou like would be able to beat?
Well, the issue with that is the reason as to why Garou did so well against Metal Bat is because he had the capability of redirecting his attacks, which were stated to be able to one-shot Garou right back at him. So his durability would actually be at least twice as much as Metal Bat. So that's a no
Why?
for Metal
You
Bat.
said it didn't change. You said durability doesn't change.
For what?
You said durability doesn't change.
For who?
Durability changes now for characters?
You said you can't
If
suppress your.
wait. Okay, so Metal Bat is stated to physically get stronger when he fights. Also, I don't know why me using Metal Bat means that I was implying his durability had went up. I'm saying that Garou redirects Metal Bat's attacks at Metal Bat with twice the power. He survives it and can continue fighting, while attacks with only half of that power can one-shot Garou, which would make his durability twice of Garou.
Attacks was only half of that power. He was getting stronger the entire time.
Right, that's grim. Okay, so Garou redirected Metal Bat's attack back at him with twice the power, right? He survived that and can continue to fight and got up and was going to one-shot him. Attacks that were only 50% of that power.
I know,
'cause
you're implying that
remember,
the final
he was-
attack was like 150 or 100% stronger than the other ones. Wouldn't they be within the range of the other thing? You're implying that every single time
I'm
Metal
not,
Bat got
no,
stronger.
oh my god. So Grim, I'm saying that Garou redirected his. Okay, so we'll use we'll use a numerical scale. So let's give a Metal Bat's attacks 1, right? So attack 1 was thrown at Garou. Garou stated to be able to redirect it back at you with twice the power. So if he hits you with that same power right back at you, then it would be 2. Metal Bat survived.
How much
the 2
stronger
and
is Metal Bat
continued.
getting with that?
He
Can't quantify that, can
him
you?
Getting stronger wasn't. No, wait. Oh my God. We're scaling durability here. His ability to get stronger doesn't necessarily matter right here.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
saying that he could wait.
Your final statement was that he was going to be able to kill him with double the durability.
One shot Garou, which you've acknowledged to be the case, without
With
his
the final
ability.
attack. You're implying.
Wait,
No. You wait a second.
Wait, I was
You're
not done.
implying that every single one of the ones that attacked that Metal Bat threw at him, that if deflected back at Garou somehow with double the power, would kill Garou. And all I said, and all the story says, is that the final attack is enough to kill Garou, not any of the other ones.
What am I? That's literally what I referenced when I gave the context for the situation.
Can I say something?
Wait. I literally said when he redirected it at him and he got up to kill him. I literally said that.
Go ahead, bro.
So
1 second.
What?
So
One second,
couldn't you like argue that Garou has better resistance to striking since he has trained striking all his life? Garou has better resistance to blunt force trauma because he
We've
has
already
trained
been
striking
over
all
that,
his life,
clearly.
and he probably got his ass beat by Bang like every single day for like several years. So
One
obviously
second.
Garou would have
Whoa.
better
One
resistance to
second.
blunt force
1
trauma,
second.
you know.
1 second. What's your name?
So
Marco.
All right, Marco. Give us your argument from the beginning.
So I just tuned in, and this is something I thought about, you know, because we've seen Garou adapt to certain types of damage. We saw him adapt to Orochi's blast, like heat blasts. They stated that he's doing better against the heat because he has been hit by it more. So logically, the same would apply to him getting like beaten by blunt force trauma during his training in Bang's dojo. So it would like kind of make sense for him to be more vulnerable to like blades and stuff instead of blunt force trauma because he has been hit by blunt force trauma more.
as I asked Grim, I would ask you for a quantification, and if you aren't willing to give that, then I'm going to dismiss what you said. 'Cause
Well,
literally within
what do
that
you mean
argument,
by quality?
aren't
What do you
willing.
mean? Can you?
You have
what
to
do you mean?
measure it. You have to measure the extent. You have to do something that would allow us.
We won't
to
be
gauge
dismissing anything
to what
anybody
end
says.
is that
It's kind of hard to measure something
out
like
for
that.
it.
Okay,
you know?
so then that's why I
If
said
you
I
have
would
a- if you
dismiss
have
it,
a-
because if you're not
well,
willing
it's
to do
like
that, then
if
we're
you-
going to be.
Yo, I'm not here for that.
I
I'll
was
pick.
actually talking first, though.
Yeah. Cool. All right, bet. We'll go one at a time.
So
then.
as I said, as you just said, it is kind of hard to do that, and we can't really necessarily do it. So that's why I say that the argument is extremely disanalogous and it will get dismissed, because unless you have a way of doing that, then entertaining this unknown is something that I simply won't do. That doesn't make sense for you to do. You'd be going on a tangent about how you do it without actually knowing whether or not it's actually something that could be done. That's why I said it would get dismissed.
That's what
And
the entire
we
thing
literally
is.
just went over it.
I don't think you can dismiss it on that basis, though. You know,
Well,
because
why?
if you like, even if it's hard to quantify, I think we all agree that Garou has probably better resistance to blunt force trauma, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
you do realize this is the equivalent of like let's say like I say Silver Surfer is solar system level, right? He could destroy a solar system. Saitama could destroy a planet, but let's say he was holding back. I ask you, well, if you're saying he could beat Silver Surfer, despite the massive difference here, why would you say that? You say because he was holding back against Boros and he's still planetary. But to what extent is he holding back against Boros?
No, that's not
You
what we're
cannot
doing
answer that
here.
question.
That's what we
What?
mentioned. That's
Okay,
what,
wait.
Can I like
Bro,
say something,
wait,
please?
can I?
Like,
no,
the reason
you're
why
both gonna
I'm
hold on.
making
You're
the-
both gonna hold on. You just went for like more than 30 seconds, and he didn't respond yet. So I'm gonna go now for my turn. That's
Like
not
an
what.
analogy?
No, that's not what we're doing. You're telling us that Spring Mustachio can beat this person because he pierced through Garou. Then you're asking us, okay, give us another feat in comparison to change their ability. We gave you that. Somebody else using different attacks can kill Garou. That beats the durability. We're also agreeing or disagreeing, as you said too, that piercing is going to be different than punching. If you put 50 newtons of force into a punch and 50 newtons of force behind a knife, it's going to do something different to the same exact flesh. So we're putting that scenario there. And he came with the example saying that obviously his guy's been training doing one thing the entire time. And the story already gave evidence that with heat, he's able to resist that more often. So don't keep telling us, especially him, that he's hearing, this is the viewers. So they're hearing what we're talking about here. This nigga's hearing us give comparisons on all the durability. Please address why if Spring Mustachio can pierce through Garou, why somebody else of the same ability wouldn't be able to do that also.
Of the same ability?
Or however or if you have a rebuttal, you can go into that too.
I never made the argument that Metal Bat's ability was on par with Spring Mustachios, so I don't know why you would ask me to do that.
I said Spring Mustachio. I didn't. If I said Metal Bat, that was a mistake.
No, you said Spring, but the context of that argument was based off of the analogy with Metal Bat, where I had already agreed to the fact that Metal Bat's AP would be higher based off of statements, based off of feats, and then based off of other forms of scaling. But in this situation, the individuals that I am scaling Spring Mustachio based off of simply don't have that within their arsenal.
Marco, you want to go before I go?
Basically, I don't have much left. I don't really like that much care about this. I just thought about this. So, you know, even if you like have a real life like Muay Thai fighter or something, and they've been trained all their life to like, but they get hit a lot. So just to say like, okay, I think everybody agrees that a knife would do significantly more damage to a trained person like that than a punch, which they have been taking tens of thousands of during the course of many years. And simply saying that, okay, it's hard to like quantify the difference in damage between the knife and the punch might be true, but to just ignore it based solely on the fact that it's hard to quantify, I think it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you understand?
I'm gonna leave
why
now. I
said
don't like. I have to do math homework.
Yeah, we're gonna move
I
on to the
just
next
joined
match.
for a bit.
All right, bro.
Okay, bye.
Go ahead.
So did you understand the analogy that I used earlier, or?
Yes, but I think you don't understand what we're saying. He clarified it as clearly
No,
as
I
possible.
completely understand the argument, and I'm not even saying that it's something that's not. Well, we won't say him. 'Cause
You
his
are saying
argument
that.
I
You're
couldn't
saying it's
go
not
into yet.
valid.
What I'm saying that what?
You asked us what's the difference in durability. We gave you the difference, and you're saying that's not valid because it can't be quantified. It's valid. If you him stabbing and Metal Bat
Wait.
killing him with one punch and him stabbing through his hand, those are two feats that worked. That's a difference in ability. Spring Mustachio is much weaker than Metal Bat, and he did a much weaker attack than Metal Bat did. Metal Bat was gonna kill him with a much stronger attack, and it was a different time to attack this too. Both of those attacks worked. Both of those attacks show a difference in durability. That something as weak as Spring Mustachio's stab like that, which is not as strong as Metal Bat's big slam, was still able to pierce through his hand. So that's what simply we're saying. If Spring Mustachio can pierce through it, go ahead.
I'm saying the reason you can't draw the comparison between those two things, Grim, is because in one end we have the end result of what would have happened, and on the other we don't. I'm using these people specifically, Tank Top Master.
We have both the end results
because of the fact that we have the end result for that thing, and then we can also compare that to what we saw from Spring Mustachio. In this other situation, we have an individual who has been stated to.
Where do we not have end results?
What?
In which of the scenarios, the Metal Bat scenario, the Spring Mustachio scenario, and the Spring Mustachio and Garou scenario, in which of those scenarios did we not have an end result? We saw Spring Mustachio stab Garou. We saw the result of that. He got stabbed. We saw Metal Bat.
That's not what I was referring to. I was referring to Graham. I'm referring to Genos and Tank Top Master hitting him, and I'm talking about whether or not, like, when we saw Metal Bat hit him, or he didn't even hit him. Actually, he never once hit him. But when he was going to hit him, or we saw the after effect of the attack, or what it could have done, even via statements, we can confirm what would have happened. Right? And in these other situations, we saw, well, he took these hits and he could continue fighting perfectly fine. He didn't take a drastic amount of damage, sure, but he could continue fighting. And then we would compare that to his situation with Spring Mustachio. That's the point.
Are you saying there's no way to quantify Metal Bat's hit?
Well, no, Graham. I'm saying that you can't use Metal Bat because of the fact that we can confirm what would have happened when he actually hit him versus in this situation
with Spring Mustachio and Garou.
So I'm saying when Tank Top Master hit him, right, we saw that he survived it. We saw the damage that he took. When Spring Mustachio hit him, we saw he survived it, and we saw the damage that he took. We can compare those forms of damage to each other based off of what they did against Garou.
I'm not doing that.
We have Metal Bat, whose
I'm not doing that. Right there, what you just said. I'm not doing that. I don't care about Tank Top. I care about Metal Bat and Spring Mustachio.
The confines of the argument was me using them as a scale, and then me telling you why using Metal Bat can't be done based off of the fact that Metal Bat's physical stats and abilities have been shown and have been stated to go beyond any of these individuals in any aspect.
But that's only in your example.
Particularly the case for these other individuals based off of their interaction.
You are the only one who's saying that we're going to add Pooty Pooty and Tank Top to the conversation here, when it's perfectly fine to add Metal Bat and Spring Mustachio and Garou, because this is principally.
Wait.
Hold on, this is principally what you brought up. You told me that there should be or there shouldn't be a difference. That I have to clarify and show you the difference. I've shown you the possibility of Metal Bat at a strong point. That's going to be the end line, the finishing line, the end of the box. With that level of power, what you can quantify it as 50, right? Because we don't know exactly what it is. All we know is that it's enough to kill Garou, but it's not enough to destroy a whole city. It's not enough to kill a dragon. It's not enough to do all those things. So we're going to keep it there at 50. 50 is that number, is that variable. And Spring Mustachio did a 10. With a 10, he was able to pierce through Garou's hand. So from 10 to 40, that's how much damage is required to deal damage to Garou. From the minimum of 10, and you can kill him at 40 at this time period. So I'm saying that if Giant Crow were flying at Spring Mustachio, and Giant Crow took a building and ate it like a sandwich, took Saitama stop and didn't disintegrate from it or whatever like that, that maybe if a 10 hits him, he may be able to tank it just like Garou did. If a 10 pierces through him, it may not be enough to kill him because a whole building wasn't taken down. Spring Mustachio with that stab cannot destroy a building, cannot destroy half a thing. That did not happen. He crashed to a building, half the wall came down, part of the ceiling came down, and below them came down as well, while he was flying full speed. And he did not die from stopping from that impact. So if Spring Mustachio can't stop that impact, if Spring Mustachio's offensive prowess if that 10 cannot do that, and arguably that 50 probably can't even do that. The 50 probably could. 50 probably could do that. But that's the 50. I'm 100% positive that Giant Crow will be able to not only full speed ram Spring Mustachio, but arguably and possibly Spring Mustachio won't be able to stop it even with his blade.
You do understand that using Metal Bat will just upscale Metal Bat's AP? Or do we agree with that? Do you understand that?
Elaborate.
So if he can one-shot somebody who Spring Mustachio can't, then that would mean that his AP is higher. This is something you agree with, yes? This is why I'm saying you cannot draw a comparison between somebody who can one-shot an individual and another individual who can't. That's the whole purpose of me saying that using Metal Bat within this instance. Unless Metal Bat had hit him in any other part of the fight, and then it didn't do anything, that would be different. That would be something that we would have to look over. But in this situation, he never once got hit. And the only instance in which he was going to hit him was when he was going to one-shot him.
No, but it's exactly as Marco said.
Upscale Spring Mustachio.
You're the one that's choosing not to scale the Metal Bat feat because that's clearly scalable.
And I'm saying the reason why we can't do that is because of the fact that Metal Bat's AP would just upscale by virtue of being able to one-shot someone who Spring Mustachio can't. And the reason why I'm comparing them to other individuals is because these other individuals have been able to replicate the same feat that Spring Mustachio did. Therefore, you could draw a comparison between the two. That's the entire reason.
Okay, and what I'm saying is that if I have a big hammer and he has a knife, and I run at him with a hammer, and he stabs me with a knife, we're going to do something different to each other. That's what I'm arguing.
Yes, but the purpose of me saying this, Grim, is unless you could demonstrate
That a
a
knife does something different than a
numerical
hammer? That
difference
the hammer's
between
stronger
the
than a knife? No.
two forms of
Elaborate it. No,
AP,
don't tell me. Don't tell me. Tell me
I
exactly.
was
No, tell me.
talking
Detail the exact two things that I'm comparing. Detail it exactly, word for word. Tell me the exact thing that
tell the
happened.
exact what
The exact two instances that I should be comparing. Tell me the exact instances. What happened there?
for who? Hello?
Sigmox, what's your score, bro?
Spring Mustachio 3-1.
And what about you, Tatsu?
3-1.
All right, what is the chat saying this season?
Yeah, I honestly think this is getting way too heated, and we should just like do a vote or something.
Yep.
But it's up to you, obviously.
What's the matchup?
Extreme Mustachio and Giant Crow.
Who are you? Who are you?
Love.
Lub? Oh, you're in the Matrix, bro. Let's see. Niggas are saying glasses dodge Garou's punch, so now glasses can dodge Golden Ball. We've seen so what Marco said.
Do you need to be a fencer to know?
We got 4 giant crows.
We got 2 spring mustachios.
Where? Oh, okay.
And unless I'm not gonna count myself, then there's only 1.
Yeah, you don't count. Yeah, there's only 1.
Okay.
Well, you two obviously count for the thing, so there's 1.
Then there's 4 spring mustachios.
5 to 3. Give it 30 more seconds.
3-1.
Who's that?
Lub, what? Oh, he's muted.
Somebody needs to turn the stream off in the background, or turn the music off and the volume for the stream. Mute it. All right, 5-3. I don't mind doing that for every single matchup, but I just want the viewers to see how fucking credulous Tatsu is, bro. Like, this nigga's credulous as fuck, bro. Y'all heard this nigga, bro? Out there just
Right.
dropping cheeks for spring, bro. Like, bro, the new big meat in town is Spring Mustachio, bro. Just Tatsu was out there just like,
What's the argument?
Grimm's been known to wank Giant Crow a little bit in the past. To be honest.
These niggas.
I've heard him say one time Giant Crow was the strongest demon.
Stop it, that. Hey, who is that in the background?
That's Love. He's trying to talk, but his mic is fucked up.
Yo, you have to disconnect and reconnect and fix your
outside
thing.
right now.
Okay.
Outside of the car. So
You in the car? Get in the house, motherfucker.
This nigga,
no, I'm
man.
at the fucking tennis outside.
Bro, you're still in the Matrix. Bro, wait till you get to the house, dog. Alright.
I just got here. Never.
Alright, Nox, you got a gear spur and chain and tote?
I don't know if it's 3-0 or 3-1.
Hey, don't pussy up, Tatsu.
Nigga, what?
Oh, alright, dead. What'd you say?
Nigga talking lucky didn't drop. 3-0.
For Gear Spear, of course, right?
Spear versus 2.
I'll agree with that.
Chain and Toad. Yo, who the? All right. If you come into the chat, you have to say your name and introduce yourself, bro. Like, all right, Sigmox. Okay, come.
They left.
Love. All right, bet.
No, Love didn't leave. Someone else joined and then left.
All right, what's your score? Tatsu,
3-0.
Sigmox.
Gear Spear 3-0.
Gear Spear 3-0.
Ooh.
So I actually think Puri wins currently.
Elaborate.
Versus 2.
I think it'd be like a 3. Actually, I gotta think before I give the score, but I mean, Puri was able to. It would actually no. So
He was able to one-shot Vekuma, he stated that he needed to transform to do, so he was able to blow holes in somebody more durable than being way more durable, and then got somebody way more durable than
he had to evolve to be able to even like fight against Vacuma, so Vacuma would logically just like be stronger than that version of Puri. And then he evolved to such an extent that he was able to one-shot Vacuma, so that's already like he's one-shotting like Deep Sea King twice over at that point. And then that's before he got another evolution where he could tank hits from Neon.
in the invasion arc. Absolutely.
All right, that's it. Love. Go do something, bro. You're too low, and you keep cutting in and out the entire time, bro.
Okay, fine.
Like, are you at the house, bro?
No.
That's how.
Exactly, nigga. Fuck out of here. Go into the corner of the store. Go to the corner.
On that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Saying, bro. All right. All right. Round 2 for the creditlessness. Could you, like, more precisely elaborate, Sigmox?
So we can first start with how he was able to. I mean, there's a monster that's stated to be like as powerful or stronger than Deep Sea King, and he was able to beat him with one attack, really. So that he pretty much Puri's already one-shotting Deep Sea King, and then when he fights Vacuma, he has to actually evolve to be able to beat him. So Vacuma would be stronger than Puri, and like in that instance. And then he evolved so much to where he could one-shot Vacuma as well. So he's pretty much one-shotting Vacuma. Or
why did you just give
Vacuma.
him 2 feet off of Vacuma?
Hmm?
You just gave him 2 feet off of fighting Vacuma.
What do you mean? I said that Vacuma was stronger than Puri, and then he evolved and one-shotted him, so Puri would be growing that much.
When was Vacuma stronger than Puri?
Because Puri had to evolve to be able to beat him.
Yeah.
Puri had to do what?
He had to
He had
evolve.
to unlock the new angel thing in order to defeat him, which would mean that
He's
the
already
previous
able
form
to-
of him didn't have the capability of winning.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the parasite thing was it parasite? I think the parasite thing. He got hit with the parasite blast, and then he was basically frozen, and then he was like,
No, he didn't. He tanked it like a sandwich. Bro, Puri had a display up against Vakuma. Puri bodied Vakuma.
Oh my,
No, he didn't.
so grim.
What?
He's-
My nigga, am I high? Let me go reread this fight, bitch. This nigga had a display up against Vakuma. Y'all are pretending out here, bitch. I swear to God, y'all pretending.
I could literally send it right now.
Go ahead, sir.
Also, he's able to destroy Melzigard's body, which is who could one-shot somebody's strength. So,
I don't really know if we need that because he's been much stronger since then, just based off other things.
like that's just.
I
one
mean,
of
he
the
tanked
first-
attacks from Neon and regenerated from it immediately, and
Yeah.
Neon
Yeah.
obviously would scale above other individuals who aren't cadres, which would include Jose, who's serious ghost. But hold up.
Okay, so here we go. He tanks the first attack or whatever it is with having his hands up and his sweater's still on. So it's nothing. Then he's sitting there talking shit. I call it angel hug type shit, bruh. Vakuma sucks up all them niggas, gets cock diesel scary. Do you know what Pooty does? Sidesteps it like a ballerina. Sidesteps another one like a ballerina and then takes the other one like nothing, bitch. Like nothing. Touches the wall. The wall breaks. Behold, Angel Vibration, and then one shot Akuma. Stop talking to me. He's playing with this nigga. He's pretending with these niggas, bro.
Pause. This is extremely. You literally just skipped over an entire sequence of the fight. So right after he did the supposed tank and was talking about the love thing, and before he one shot him, read deliberately what he said. Read what he said.
He was hurt. He was internally injured.
Where am I reading? Which panel?
I'll send it. I already have.
Show me the panel where it says that Pooty Pooty was trying his hardest and he couldn't do it, and then he had to put it up there. Let me see this, bro.
Oh, chill, bro.
These niggas are telling me that Pooty Pooty struggled against Akuma. He was playing with this nigga. Stop the games.
Why did he
Wait till it sends the panel before you say that. Come on.
Facts. No. I gotta. Bro, you know what it is, bro. If you're here, it's because you can hold on and you can debate well. I don't want no pussy shit, bro. If you got a point, hold it up. Stand for that shit. Don't be scared because I'm calling you a creditless as fuck, bro. Because it is you creditless with this, bro.
Here we go. He sent it.
What? What did you do? What is that power? It appears all this love has given birth to a brand new style. The Vibration Angel. Hold on. See. The next panel. That said, your body's already screaming in agony. Look at it quiver. Anyone can see it. That's expected after all the venom and electric shots. All this talk of embracing pain at the end of the day is really just touching or toughing it out. What's the point of having a strong spirit if the body simply can't keep up? I'm fucking done. Y'all can't read. He just said he just tanked all of it. It's toughness. He was just tough enough to eat all that. He touched the wall and then he vibrated because he was such a hard hit, bitch. What are y'all pretending? What are y'all pretending about?
Okay, so Grim, I'm gonna say this one more time. Read what he said right after it.
Oh,
He
even
said,
right,
this
even
is
right.
just you attempting to tough it out. Then after that, he couldn't do anything, and then he said, "My body gave form to a new what was it called? To a new that's expected of
Style.
other
A new style.
A new style? the what? The Vibration Angel?
Yeah, you do understand how
These niggas just said Pooty powered up to take on Akuma. I'm done with this, bro. You have to be reading story different than me, bro. Y'all have to be reading some shit differently, bro. He bodied this nigga. He bodied this nigga's attacks and touched the wall because he got hit so hard. He literally just explained that. He got hit so hard, he tanked it, he toughed it out. He got hit so hard and he touched the wall and it broke because of that. He didn't magically to get stronger. He didn't magically get a power up. What are y'all talking about?
Note to a new style. He unlocked a new thing that caused him to evolve.
So a new style is a new power up?
On a consistent basis, it's stated by Ian that this is only forced to happen once he's put in a situation.
You are clowns! That's not a power up! That's not a power up! He did not get a power up from that. He did not evolve to a whole new level. He did not get stronger because of that. That did not make him a new being. He did not evolve to something else. He did not pull a bug god. He got hit by an attack, and the result of the attack let him do that. Read the full chapter. He got hit by an attack. It did so much damage to him that he started vibrating, shaking, and he tanked it. Then he touched the wall and the wall broke. And he called. Then that's the gag. Hold on, that's the gag. And then he calls it Vibration Angel because he's shaking so much. That's the gag. What are you niggas talking about, bruh? I swear to God, you don't read the same story as me, bruh. Hell no, turn my volume down, nigga. What the fuck? This is my stream shit, bro. What the fuck, bruh? Turn my volume down, nigga. What the fuck? Hell no.
Didn't the rules say not to like talk over people and to like
What's
have your
the
own
point of
turn?
having a strong spirit if your body cannot keep up? Right after that, he then states, after this is stated, Grim, my body has gave form to a new.
What?
You Grim, that's possible. Oh my God.
You have viewers, you have to be seeing this. This is what I do every single day in Discord, bro. Y'all have to be seeing this, bro. We didn't see that power up since the chapter. His body is so cool because it's vibrations, bro. It's not a power up. Pooty was clowning around like always.
Ian also referenced it when pre-evolved against Ian as well. He said that due to the culmination of the damage he took, it caused him to evolve. Ian literally stated it.
Yeah, that's what Garou does every fight, man.
Yeah, it literally is.
Right, which would help the point. That's the entire point of the analysis.
Yeah. Hold on. Grim. You literally just
Joker
said
alert.
you just compared it to Garou.
It's not
And
even
when
about
Garou-
Puri Puri and Vakuma, but they're telling me that Puri Puri only beat Vakuma because of a power up.
I mean, it's literally stated he gave
It's
way
literally
to a
stated.
and on a consistent basis, bro. This is what happens every time he evolves. The culmination of damage caused an evolution to occur. It's even stated by Nien. Nien literally said, because of the culminated damage that he took from me, it caused
Yep.
his body to evolve. Because of that, it's literally stated, which gave way to the bristle armor. Bro. And then even before then, when he was fighting Freehugger or when he was fighting Nosegard, due to the previous experience he had and the damage culminated from those experiences, they caused him to unlock new things that allowed him to fight stronger opponents. Like, this is consistent with his character.
All right, y'all done? I didn't laugh until y'all niggas was done, bro.
I'm done with this one.
Those are fucking clowns, bro.
I mean, you can call us that, but you're not
Literally can't even-
debunking
Are
his
we,
points.
are we just gonna move to a different? Can we just finish this one then? Or we just?
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-0.
3-0.
Y'all gotta stop getting bent out of shape, bro. Like,
It's
This
not
is-
3-0.
this is what the
Let's
video
chill
is
out.
for, bro. Like, if y'all gonna be butthurt whenever we're having a debate and it gets heated, then leave. That's what this video's for.
That's what you're doing right now.
I'm not getting butt
I
up.
just said-
Nigga, I'm clowning you, bro. This is ridiculous. You just told me Puri Puri
Right.
beat Valkuma because he had a power up.
Where's the counter argument?
It's literally there, though.
Okay.
Where's the counter?
Bet.
So here's
Here.
what I do.
Oh, no. You just
Wait,
went, so I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna give you that counter argument now. By reading the entirety of the chapter, and not only reading the entirety of the chapter, just through recollection, it is 100% obvious that this encounter up against Valkuma was not a detrimental fight. Puri Puri did not put his life on the line up against Valkuma because he was playing with him. He even used ballerina techniques mid-fight to avoid the extra destructive attacks that Valkuma had just delivered. The entire display of the fight was Puri Puri showing his new power display that he could tough out even attacks from a demon directly. This is Puri Puri's new abilities. All he did in that scenario was get hit by an attack, and the results of the attack he put up against the wall. He really described it. Oh, I'm shaking, and he calls it something. He does it all the time. Since we want to give recollections to post time period hey yo, Lub. Hey Lub, stop, bro. Like you're in the background cutting out 100 times. Leave and then come back with some connection, bro. If we're gonna make comparisons to other types of the stories, 100% good. Let's make a comparison to Puri Puri when he was running from the ship falling. What do you call that? Angel rush? Is that really an angel rush, or is it really just him running? The entire gag of Puri Puri is that he names attacks every single time, regardless of what it is. Regular rudimentary attacks, he names them. So don't tell me that because now he's shaking, and we all understood the gag. Obviously, we all obviously understood the gag that because he got hit by an attack, it was so hard, and he tanked it though, that he was shaking and shit, still vibrating, and when he touched the wall broke. That's obviously a gag. Don't tell me that Puri Puri only beat Valkuma because of this fucking gag shit. That's stupid, and you're not reading into it appropriately. And I don't mean to call you stupid. I don't mean to call you stupid. I'll take that back. You're credulous as fuck for that shit, nigga.
It doesn't
So
matter if it's a
literally
gag. He had to
stated-
evolve,
He literally said
though.
this gave way to a new technique. This technique allowed him to easily beat Nien, Bakuma. And then when we see him fight Nien, a similar situation happens where he is put in a situation where he is forced to evolve. Nien literally states because of the culmination of the damage taken, it gave way to an evolution. We can bridge this with his other with his other fights with other individuals where he is getting beaten to a certain point where after that instance he is able to maintain a certain level of power higher than the previous. This is consistent for his character. It's stated by Nien that this happens within particular situations that pertain to him taking a certain amount of damage and culminating.
Could you answer the example I gave?
This happened within this scenario, and he literally states it gave way to a new form of evolution. It's
Could you answer the
literally-
example I gave?
Say that again?
Could you answer the example I gave?
What example?
Why does Puri Puri name everything?
Why does Saitama name all his attacks?
I mean, I don't think that doesn't go against
Like it,
especially given the fact that he literally stated what was happening.
Why does
Yeah, like
Puri
it's a
Puri
rough
name all his attacks
Way
as a
to
gag?
Oh my god.
Why does he do that?
Why does he do what?
what?
It seems that Puri Puri seems to name a lot of his normal inconspicuous attacks as if they're spectacular. So
So
it's pretty obvious that this is an exact example of that instance.
It's stated.
Could you say it's not?
He tried to just physically dish out the pain in comparison with his spirit, and it wasn't adding up. Then he proceeded to say,
with his spirit. With his spirit.
Vakuma literally stated it. Let's not. So either way, after that, he then stated, this specific thing gave way to this. And that was an evolution of his character. This is what happens within every fight where he's pushed to a certain level. It happened with Nian literally right after that, and Nian literally commented on what was going on. It's literally the same thing.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to not infringe upon you guys pretending. This matchup is about Suryu and Puri Puri. If you guys believe that Puri Puri only beat Bakuma because of this power-up, cool. Very impressive to hear. Creditless as fuck. In regards to what he has after the fight, we can use that because we're using that current position character. So after the Bakuma incident that you guys say he only won because of the power that he currently has, right? The power that he both agree that he currently has right now. That power that he currently has, I don't think it's enough to deal with the strength capabilities that Suryu put out. Not only did Suryu manage to, in the same exact instance, in the same exact scenario of a fight, one fight up against Saitama, and then another fight up against Chose, and the individuals up against in that scenario, cracked the entirety of the stadium, lifted both sides up like that too, sent Saitama to the air flying, and then jettisoned him right back down with tremendous force, enough to imprint him into the ground. Comparatively, we don't have that many other martial artists who are as expert, who have an expertise comparable to him. We can name them on one single hand individuals who are probably more skilled than Suryu. Even niggas that are stronger than him may not be more skilled than him, but we'll leave that conversation for another day. We're talking about people who may be stronger than him and are more skilled than him. We can count them on one hand. So I can say that his Void Fist is pretty powerful and pretty potent in terms of its effectiveness. It may be able to deflect blades, it may be able to deflect weapons. We haven't seen it. All we've seen it against hand-to-hand combat. So up against hand-to-hand combat, which Puri Puri specializes in.
And energy.
Yeah. Up against Puri Puri, who specializes in hand-to-hand combat and brute force, this individual has the bristle armor and the vibration shot, if he can even reproduce that, which we don't have evidence he can reproduce it. The bristle armor is tough enough to deal with the Dragon's Assault, but that Dragon's Assault was also not tough enough to kill multiple other individuals. If we want to entertain an example, quote unquote, of where he was holding back there, then we're gonna go back to the tank top fight and give him more points. We're gonna give the Giant Crow more points in the tank top scenario because y'all told me that I couldn't use tank top using less power in the fight up against Garou than that. So we're not gonna address that. Up against other individuals, Neon slashed them and did not kill them. Up against Puri Puri, he slashed him and did not kill him. So the bristle armor is tough. Bristle armor is pretty fucking good. I don't think it's enough to stop an entire stadium cracking or stopping an entire bomb that cleared out the sky above, all the clouds above, in a large gargantuan area. I don't think it's enough to stop that. The ferocity of the Void Fist, it doesn't compare to anything Puri Puri's done. So he was clapping this nigga.
Okay, so there's multiple issues. So the reason why you can't use the holding back thing here is because we literally know what attack he used against Nian and Puri Puri in comparison to the other individuals that survived other attacks. He used the feline retribution attack against Puri Puri, and the other ones were basically no-name casual attacks. So you can most definitely make the distinction between the two in order to find out which is more powerful. And then in addition to this, we could literally pinpoint why Nian's attacks would be more powerful by virtue of him being a dragon within the Monster Association, and then people being stated to get their ranks based off of their
he was a dragon up against them too.
Capability.
He was a dragon up against the A class too.
Say that again?
He was a dragon up against the A class too.
You're right, but we could make a distinction between the attacks used against the A class and ones used against Puri Puri. Because it's literally the feline retribution, which is his most powerful attack to date. While against the other individuals, we literally don't know where it scales. So then I'll continue. So again, the dragons within the Monster Association are stated to have gotten their rank based off of their destructive capability and pretty much off of the fact that Chose wasn't even given the dragon level title by Koketsu, in addition to Bakuzan, who was pretty much shown and then expressed by Suryu to be above him, not being worth the cadre status. That would mean that Nian's attacks are more powerful. Therefore, Puri showing that
let's not get into the non-validity of the dragon rankings that are given in the story. The entire purpose of our community is to doubt when people are given dragon rankings or not, especially based on their
Yeah,
feats. So let's not talk about Neon's destructive feats and how they almost never show up in the majority of the series, or the people who have managed to tank his attacks and call him a dragon. Because if it were just feats, we would not call Neon a straight up dragon for destructiveness. We would not say that.
I would say that Psycho's validity with determining how powerful individuals are within the confines of the Monster Association, based off of what she saw, would hold more credibility than the other disaster levels.
That's not
they're
Goketsu.
conflating the hero associations, which are based off of their ignorance, and
That's
their
not
lack of knowledge,
Goketsu.
or the ones within the data books as your justification. We can deliberately point out contradictions.
Psychos
that
isn't
which we
Goketsu.
Can't do here. What?
Psychos isn't Goketsu.
Okay.
Okay. What's that? What's your point?
Goketsu
Okay,
didn't
Psychos
put
didn't
this
tell
particular
Chose that she was a
person-
dragon
Wait.
demon.
He didn't put Bakuzan within the confines of the cadre level, right? He also didn't put Chose within the confines of the dragon. Correct. Nien is, and we know the reason why people become a particular or get a particular.
Do we have to bring up
status.
the
We
example
have
of Phoenix Man? Is he not cadre level?
Okay, so the issue with using that, Grim, is these people are individuals who they don't know about these individuals. You can't compare Phoenix Man. You can't even use, what was the other, wasn't there another person who turned into a dragon? Or am I tripping?
Nope.
I thought 100 Octopus, but never mind. Okay, so Phoenix Man, I think the ninjas also were stated in their fight to have suppressed their power, right?
Yeah.
So there's reasons as to why certain individuals may not reach a certain level, or even if we want to use what's his name, Phoenix Man, Gyro, and Koketsu, or any other individual who holds the ability to determine where you should rank.
Oh, so they now hold
We're
the ability to
unaware
determine
of
that
his
now.
evolution throughout
So it's
the
not
series.
just
They didn't-
Psychos. It's Goketsu now. Goketsu now has the ability and the right to determine what level you are now, huh?
Right,
He
that's
was literally sent out to do that.
Pop. He literally did it within the confines of that tournament. He literally said to Bakuzan, "You are a dragon." He literally told Suryu, "Well, if you take this particular monster cell,
You'll be a
become
really
cadre."
strong dragon, huh?
And then, what?
You'll be a really strong dragon, huh? That's what he said.
What?
We all understood the whole
Right.
dragon scenario.
But
We
didn't give
all
him
we
or
all understand the
showcase-
fact that if you eat a monster cell, you'll get stronger. That doesn't change the fact that without a monster cell, without anything else, Suryu was able to combat somebody who's showing pretty much feats way outclassing Puri in any extent. Let's make a comparison to all the people who, quote unquote, have the right to name somebody, or all the people who have the right to name things. Out of all those dragons who've shown feats, out of all the dragons who've fought, how many of them have shown feats stronger than what they appear? How about Rover? Does Rover? Hold up, bro. Does Rover's ability not seem more than the average dragons? Huh? How about the speed and ferocity of the ninja's attacks? Are those attacks not faster than the average dragon? It seems like you can be given a rank and have traits and attributes that are stronger than that rank. So let me make the comparison once again. Shiryu was able to fight somebody who outclassed Puri in all appearances, in everything. Puri has not shown a single thing that's greater than what Chose showed. And Shiryu managed to beat him indefinitely with attacks that are grander scale than what Puri has encountered. Why would I believe that Puri, because he has bristle armor, will be able to beat Shiryu?
So I literally just get, okay, so here's what we're going to establish first and foremost. The individuals who are determining where you scale are basing it off of what they're seeing or their way of measuring power with Psychos and Koketsu. They literally did it. He literally saw Chose and Suryu fight. He literally saw Bakuzan's interaction with Suryu and came to the conclusion as to where they scale or where Suryu would potentially scale with the monster cell. Psychos also does something similarly, and then it's also stated by the trio that the monsters are given certain statuses based off of DC, destructive capability, destructive ability, AP. And what you're saying is, because of the fact that the ninjas and Phoenix Man have shown feats of a certain level, that discounts their analysis of those other individuals. But the issue with that, again, is Phoenix Man literally is an individual who evolved over time, and the area in which he evolved in was unknown to anybody else. It's stated by the ninjas that they suppress their abilities to singularly fight Flashy Flat. So these individuals have blatantly been shown to suppress their abilities or to evolve within an area in which other people are unaware of, and then get to a certain level of power.
So what about Puri? That doesn't change the fact that she's invalid with her statements. That doesn't change the fact at all.
Say that again?
That doesn't change the fact she's invalid. That doesn't change that. If she calls you a dragon and you're more than a dragon, she's wrong. It doesn't matter what power she has or what secrets you did to keep it from her. She was wrong for that. But the point is, Pootie Pootie.
Whether or not they're more of that.
If her power was absolute, she would be able to sense your innate power. If they're hiding abilities, that means that they still have those abilities regardless. They got to those points of suppressing it. Whatever it is, they still have that power. She was able to sense it. So she is indeed wrong. It is indeed not 100% accurate. What I'm talking about is Pootie Pootie. Prove Pootie Pootie's feats are more than Suryu's, are more than Chose's. Prove it.
The scale was literally given ground.
Yeah. So because Pootie Pootie tanked a feeling retribution from Neon,
and that would upscale.
That means that
Suryu can't that we got from individuals
Pootie?
who analyze the people within the Monster Association. Correct, Grim.
Huh.
You're doing
so
this
Pootie
thing
Pootie
where
can
you're
crack the
basing
same.
it
No,
off
no.
of the
Listen.
description of the
I'm not doing anything. I'm literally remembering what's happening in the story. You're telling me that because this comparison was made to here and that comparison was made to there, that this person who has not had feats, comparisons, shown anything, nothing's on the screen. Nothing's drawn for Pootie Pootie compared to Chose, and he should be back stronger than Chose. I'm not gonna pretend. Hold on, bro. I'm not going to pretend. Pootie Pootie has done nothing as fast, as strong, as tough, as high, or as destructive as Chose. Not one thing. The Field of Retribution is not more destructive than Chose's blast. It was not. It was not. It's because you're a demon does not mean that the dragon is just stronger than you. We've seen that several times now. Genos is not the strongest person, but he has an attack that's stronger than most niggas. The same thing for a lot of characters. Stop telling me that because he's a dragon, he's just stronger. Chose did more than Pootie. Chose's faster than Pootie. Chose's attacks are more destructive than Pootie's. But you're telling me he's stronger than three of you? Stop! That's dumb!
I gave you... Oh my god.
I apologize again. I keep getting heated. I don't mean to call you dumb. I apologize.
And then...
It's cool.
What do you say?
No, I said it's cool.
Yeah, I apologize for calling you dumb. I was... My bad.
No. You know,
so I gave the distinction being made between the rankings within the Monster Association and the other one. So I'm automatically just getting rid of that. Also, Grim, you said you weren't doing anything, but what did I
get rid
say
of it
you
doesn't
were
mean
doing?
anything.
Could you quote me and tell me what I was stating you were doing and what you were comparing? Could you do that?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it would, because if you're blatantly just misconstruing what I'm stating, then what do you mean?
I'm not. You're just not addressing what I'm stating.
Well, I literally just...
No, you didn't.
He did.
I literally told you the distinction was made between the rankings within the Monster Association and then the other ones given.
Is that what I was just yelling? I that's what I'm talking about. Like you're I'll say it one last time. Answer what I'm saying right now. There's no drawings in the One Punch Man manga of Pootie Pootie doing feats similar to, having feats done that are similar to what Chose did or what Suiryu did. There's nothing drawn like that. So tell me how, in your head, Pootie Pootie can deal with those attacks, even though he hasn't had anything like that done to him before, and he hasn't drawn anything like that before. Explain, please.
So I literally gave the scale for Neon, but let's just assume that you're just gonna try to go around that. We could literally just draw a comparison between his showings against Deep Sea King and then other individuals when he got stronger, who are stated to be on par or are superiors to that level.
So Deep Sea King has strength similar to Chose and Suiryu?
I'm gonna need you to quantify where Chose's skills, because based off of what you're
saying. So Chose
yeah,
has strength. I'm not playing this game, bro. I'm not playing this dumbass game, bro.
Tell me
you're pretending.
Tell me where the dispersion.
You are pretending,
tell me where the
man.
dispersion of the cloud scales, Grim. Tell me where that scales.
No, we're gonna do this instead. Completely. You read your argument, then Ryu will do that, and then if Sigmox is still here, he'll do that, and then we're gonna get a vote.
Wait, what about me?
Aren't you Ryu?
I
thought you said Ryu, not Ryuko.
Sigmas was using Vakuma as a skill. We had already went out a drawing. I wasn't actually using Vakuma as a skill because I think he's a buff, but that wasn't relevant.
This is your full answer.
I was using Nien to scale, and then we came here, and now we're arguing about where the feet scale.
Bro, I just want your full answer, bro.
I
just want your full answer as to why Suiryu beats Pootie Pootie and then your score.
Why who?
Why Suiryu beats Pootie Pootie and then your score. Or excuse me, why Pootie Pootie beats Suiryu and then your score.
Alright. So Pri would win because of his showings against other individuals who have been stated to be above the level that Suiryu is at via people who consistently measure the power of individuals within the confines of the Monster Association. I'll give it to him 3-2 because I don't think the gap between Bakuzan and Suiryu is that large, at least when he's at his full power. And I think that Pri is above Bakuzan, but I don't think it's that big of a gap.
Can I go now?
Go ahead, Ryu.
Sorry, I keep stuttering. Fuck. Basically, I'm gonna say that Puri wins, but it's like a 3-2. Basically for the same reasons that Otori said. You know, I don't think Bakuzan and Suiryu at full power. Like there's a really I would say there's a small gap between them, with Bakuzan barely being stronger. So I would say based on that, and based on the fact that the bristle armor was able to take a dragon's attacks, that that Puri would high diff Suiryu, and let me explain why it's a high diff in my opinion. I think Suiryu is definitely faster than Puri. He's definitely gonna fuck him up and shit, but I think eventually I think eventually Puri is gonna overwhelm him with his force. Either that, or Suiryu's gonna get tired, because again, I don't think Suiryu's attacks are gonna damage him. The only reason I'm saying it's a high diff is because of speed. Suiryu's just fucking he makes Puri look like a statue. You know what I mean? He's that fast. So I'm only saying it's a high diff because, you know what? I'll use an analogy. It'll be like Puri versus Suiryu would be like Garou versus Darkshine. How one of them was just standing there taking all the hits, and he could only land like 2. That's how it would be, except Puri would win. So, yeah, I'm saying it's a 3-2 because of speed and Puri's durability.
Sigmox.
I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say 3-2 also, but I actually do think that Puri's faster no, he's not faster, but he has definitely the reaction speed to be able to react to him, based on the fact that he was able to put up his bristle armor in time for post Orochimaru to hit him, even though
hold on, guys.
It was actually fast.
These two are yours?
No, that one's mine. That's Alejandro's.
Oh.
Great.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I apologize. Continue.
Anyways, I was saying Puri has enough reaction speed to be able to react to Suiryu and people faster than Suiryu. So I would disagree with the idea that Suiryu was too fast for Puri. But I do think it'd be a 3-2 for Puri.
So is that it? Who else is here?
So, I mean, you guys already pretty much heard it. I think this is clownery. This is simply just based off of comparisons to other people, scalings that are incongruent, and just comparisons that don't really they don't equate to this scenario. So, I'll say just like this. I'm talking about the current Puri. Attributing the feats that he had with Garou are definitely encountered into there. He tanked 2 attacks from Garou. But we should also remember what he's doing right now. It's not like he's dancing around and prancing. He was on his knees throwing up. So I have no reason to believe that because Garou's strong, that he's just gonna just obliterate Puri. That's not how most things in this story go. It's actually fighting, and especially with the display that we've seen from Suiryu back then. I'll say it once and I'll say it 100,000 times. I'm not just gonna pretend pictures don't exist. If he drew it, that holds more weight than some comparison made all across the board, because those comparisons are made by individuals outside of the story, like the author. If the author wants to show us that power, that comparisons, we'll see it directly. But until then, the drawings will hold the principal appearance, the principal weight, the principal authority, at least in my book. And in my book, I saw 100% Suiryu flying across the entire arena like nothing. I saw him fighting up against an individual who's putting up punches as strong, if not stronger, than what Puri's done the entire series. It's simply put, the drawings don't match up whatsoever. That's the biggest issue. The drawings just don't match up. Even up against Vakuma, whenever he took that big ass attack from Vakuma, it wasn't. Puri was sitting there shaking and shit. He just said he literally used the example that we're talking about before. He had to power up through that. I don't see. This clearly shows me that there's a difference between how I'm reading the story and how others are reading the story. Because it's clear that not only did Puri win that fight up against Vakuma convincingly, but that Suiryu is an entire has capabilities that don't even match compared to Puri Puri's. Somebody mentioned that because he was able to bring up his bristle armor quickly enough for Garou to like to block Garou's hits or take Garou's hits, that like that means he can react, keep up with like Suryu's speed. I don't. That's crazy to me that him doing a defensive reaction, that a desperate defensive reaction, that he couldn't even bring his hands up. He wasn't even fast enough to bring his hands up or to jump out of the way, but he's fast enough to react to Suryu because of that. Like that doesn't make sense to me at all, like at all. So I'm going 3-1 to Suryu, and let's see what the chat says.
Messiah, how long is this? How long has the Tournament of Power been going on? Did you guys just start?
No, we didn't just start.
How long have you guys? How long has this been going on?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So how was your day going, bros?
It was alright.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a basketball game going on outside, like right outside my house.
Looks like Suryu's winning this one.
So there's only one vote so far. It looks like.
Yeah.
It was Puri 3-2 or Suiru 3-2.
Wait, how many votes are for Puri 3-2? It's me, Messiah, and Sigma. That's right.
And one more person, one nation.
Okay, so that's 4 for 3-2, and only 1 in Suiru's favors.
There's two Suiru.
1, 2, 3, 4. Plus myself, that makes it 5 total. One, 2, 3. Yeah. 3-1. 3-2. Yeah, it looks like 3-2. This is fucking ridiculous, man. What the fuck is going on with y'all niggas, bruh? Y'all lucky y'all at least giving fucking arguments for your shit, or I fucking... What the fuck, bruh? That's all I can fucking ask for. Give a fucking argument for it. As crazy as it is. Y'all niggas are creditless as shit, bro.
Drive Night 3-1. Or 3-0.
3-0,
yeah. The reason I think it could have been a 3-1 is because... Oh, never mind. he already passed it.
That's an easy one.
I was about to explain my good answers. Damn.
Alright. Arguably the toughest group in the entire tournament so far in round 7. Drive Night. Top of the table we have Drive Night, Garou, Puri Puri. Bottom of the table we have Gear Spur, Sneck, and Chain and Toe. Alright.
3-0. Electric Catfish is a tiger.
Yep.
Hmm.
3-0. Psychos.
3-0.
Yep. 3-0. Yep.
Damn.
3-0 for Garou Ganchup.
Whoa. Really? Why?
Hold on. Let me, before.
I just said one.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the manga, when Garou Ganchup fought Saitama, he did that feat where he said, the gravity feat where he said it's comparable to a black hole.
I was in the anime, so it's not here.
Oh, okay,
We
never
also
mind.
have
Yeah.
statements that say that that's not the case.
Okay, yeah. Never mind. So I'm gonna change my answer. 3-1 for Elder Centipede. So yeah, I just did a 180. Yeah.
I've been meaning to like try to figure out like exactly how strong your gunship is. Like I've been slacking on him, so I don't even know how powerful he is. So I don't even know who to win.
Tatu.
Elder 3-1.
Yeah, so that's 2 for 3-1. Woo!
Top of the table, we have Genos, EC, and Garugan Soup. I guess this round was a decider between second and third place. And bottom of the table is Electric Catfish, Golden Ball, and Wildhorn.
Fuck. 3-0, Cyrochi.
Bro, relax. Let's get a 1.
No,
It's not even a 3-1. It's a complete, like, Cyrochi doo-doos on him, bro.
bro. It's a 3-1. Let's go.
Exactly. Like, she takes a big fat diarrhea on his Brave Giant.
It's not even 1, it's 3-0.
Exactly.
It's not. It is 3-0.
Hey, shut your ass up, Lo. Fuck, bro. And we only have one Nova too, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a 3-0. I mean, the Earth-cutting beam turns him into Swiss cheese.
I don't know. Does anyone think Brave Giant's beating Psychos?
Nope.
Redraw.
I'm trying to fight for a 3-1, but
It's impossible. It's like, dude, like Brave Giant before the redraw is like, I don't know, like high mid dragon or something
That's
with the
crazy.
Nova. But then Cyrochi fucking cutting the Earth off, like that's like above dragon god level stuff. So I don't know, man. 3-0. I mean, yeah, it's definitely 3-0.
He can't even do the Emperor Nova without like destroying his own suit. Like it's
Exactly. He can't even take his own attack.
Even if she gets hit by it and we assume it does major damage, she's literally shown capability of regenerating quite easily.
Exactly. And that's generously assuming she can't block it, but we know she can.
dodge
Fuck,
it or
bro. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Chad.
Like, Tatsumaki threw multiple mountain-sized
Bro,
fucking boulders
alright,
at
bro,
her.
you got it, bro. Alright.
Where? I win! Alright, next one.
Sorry, child, bro.
It's a 3-0.
Yep, Tank's out master all the way.
My nigga child, bro. I tried, bro.
Look, it's Orochi. Come on, that's not even nothing to be sad about.
Yeah, that was a complete mismatch. 3-0
It's like
Phoenix
Michael
Man.
Jackson beating Antoff.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's a 3-0. I'll give it 3-1. 3-2 maybe.
I mean,
What's
it could
the
be a
odds?
3-1, but I'm leaning towards 3-0 because, because of the, what was it called? In the current redraw, he was able to block one of Phoenix Man's, like, one of Brave Giant's, like, super strong punches.
This is pre-redraw Phoenix Man.
Oh, this is pre-redraw. Okay. So, yeah, that's
I
even.
say Phoenix Man 3-1.
Yeah, that's what I'm pushing too. Elaborate. Anybody else?
He's way too. Oh, if it was anybody.
I mean, I was going to explain why I think it could be a 3-1. So,
No, you agree. You disagree, Sigmox?
No, I agree.
I mean, here's why. I mean, I think it could be a 3-1 because we know that Vaccine Man has, like, pretty insane firepower. Like, his energy attacks were blowing up, like, skyscrapers and shit. So, he's going to give Phoenix Man a pretty difficult time, but it's not going to be, like, a mid-diff or anything. Like, as soon
Honestly,
as he
I don't
goes
even-
Brilliant Eagle, like, it's over.
I don't even think he'd give him a hard time just because of him going against the Nova. And then he's way faster than Vaccine Man. He could debatably blitz at the start of the fight.
True.
Yeah, Vaccine Man has No speed feats.
The top of the table we have Sairochi, Phoenix Man, and Child Emperor. Bottom of the table is Smile Man, Bush Drill, and Combo Infinity.
Damn, Smile Man taking L's, bro. 21. Shit.
Gums would eat him.
3-0.
Yeah.
Gums.
And they go legit eat them. It's gross.
Literally.
This was embarrassing. I will
3-0.
not let you. I will not let you live that down. When this nigga said he thinks current Pooty is stronger than Bakusan. That's a complete. When we leave the stream, Discord members like berate this nigga, bro. Like just go after this.
Berate
nigga,
who?
Like have Black Lives Matter protests around this nigga, bro. Like do whatever you gotta do, bro. Like
Wait, you're in Braid who?
nigga Tatsu, bitch.
Oh.
Come on.
This nigga
I
said
feel like
Pooty's
that, but whatever.
Fuck,
You said
you
protest.
agree?
Okay.
You agree too, Sick Box? Is that?
Yeah, because that's just the truth.
Oh hell
You want
no!
to
Yeah.
bet the majority of the people within Discord agree or disagree with that?
Oh yeah,
Grim?
we're
You wanna bet,
definitely protesting
wanna-
injustice for y'all niggas,
You
bro.
want to bet 50,000 grimions?
Who you doing a vote on it? No, nigga, no, bro. The Discord is full of trolls. We're gonna just say a Pooty just to troll me, bro. Hell no, bro.
Do the active members then.
Yeah.
All right, bet we'll put 100,000. How many gremlins you got?
We could do 100,000.
All right, no, these niggas don't got 100,000 though.
I do.
I have double that actually.
All right, bet.
1,000.
All right, we will do.
I have like a-
Hold on, who's that in the background?
Priest?
Oh, that was Priest.
Nobody. Never mind.
Bet we put 50,000 gremlins on it, and I'll make it a poll question and shit. Pooty versus a Bakuza.
Oh, I don't trust that.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, nigga.
That's a little sus.
How is that such a poll question? What you mean?
YouTube people are much more
Listen,
friendly than Discord.
bro.
What? You want to go on Discord full of trolls? I don't want to hear that bullshit, bro. Hell no, bitch.
Go ahead.
Bro, the people in Discord, we study this shit. People on YouTube are like,
Study.
I don't know. I like Drive Night more
I
than
literally-
Orochi. So he went.
Right.
Bro,
like,
I literally read
The YouTube niggas have now heard what y'all think, bro.
Um,
They know your niggas
tell
credible
them
now.
tell them explain it. And then if
Yeah.
you do that, I don't care. Like if they just say like what Sigma just said, then I don't know if we would count that.
That's usually how it is.
Yeah.
A good representation of the votes usually like comment. So it should work
Are you
just
sure? Every time I look at a driver night poll, I don't know.
Because he buns. He do.
Bro, every argument's like, well, we haven't seen who's fully capable of, so he actually beats him. Like,
So obviously he wins prep solo.
Bro, that's what this nigga just tried to do, bro. A second ago, bro. Y'all niggas out here pretending about shit, bro. If he ain't draw it, I don't believe it.
Oh no.
Bruh.
All right.
3-0 Metal Knight.
duh.
How many people do we have right now in chat? Or in the VC?
We got
Five.
5. I think.
4. I don't think we would include Love. He's just muted.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not even doing anything.
I'm gonna take him out. This kind of
So-
No, that's straight. If you need a minute if he wants to come back in. Viewers, if you guys would like to participate and give your opinions on the current matchups, we're about close to halfway through. If you guys just click the link in the description and come debate.
3-0 Atomic Samurai.
I was gonna come up with like a troll argument, but never mind.
I know you were. Fucking clown.
3-0 Yep Tatsumaki.
Look at what Nathan. We at the Grim Association would like to apologize to the YouTube commenters. We respect all opinions.
Cap. Who said that? That's Cap.
Oh yeah, I forgot I called them out and they're literally listening. Shit, my bad. That was...
Tell him to come.
Hey, YouTubers, don't even worry, bro. Y'all heard about this nigga Sigbox thinks, bro. Y'all heard it, bro. Y'all don't even gotta listen to him calling y'all credulous, bro. This
That's a
nigga's
joke.
super credulous.
I was
bro.
joking.
Nah, fuck
Come
outta here.
on, come on.
Fucking clown, bro.
You know, I was
Come
joking.
on.
All right, top of the table is Tatsumaki Atomic Samurai Galewind. Bottom of the table is Jet Knight Sky Armor Gorilla Jumping Spider.
Barking split.
Ruff, ruff. This nigga's getting clapped.
3-0.
Got that blade on him though.
I mean, it is a sharp blade, so I mean,
Oh, these niggas. Oh, okay. All right.
Fubuki clap.
3-2 for Fubuki.
That's 3-0. Did you not see?
I mean-
you saw what Fubuki did to jumping spiders like spider shit. She would do that to all of the mosquitoes instantly, and then she just has way too much durability for mosquito go to ever be able to hurt.
She has durability.
He's
Yeah, with her
referencing
shield.
her Esper ability.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, 3-0. I changed my answer. I mean,
Yeah,
hold on. Can
Mosquito
I
Girl's pretty
explain
much.
why?
I mean, are we assuming she's in her base form or in her transform state, or she
This
can
is
just transform
her
if she wants?
strongest.
I'm
ability.
assuming that she was in a transform state.
She's up in the air flying with two talons and shit, and she has both legs. That's it.
Okay, so she's at full power. So yeah,
transformed or not transformed.
Yeah, Fubuki 3-1 or 3-0. The rover interaction, and then the fact that in the VGS, like a G4 Genos, one shot Mosquito Girl. So
yeah. I'm going 3-1.
I'm still sticking to the 3-0. Actually, no, I'll go 3-1 because Fubuki, her AP is so trash.
Yeah. Like her best attack is just her throwing rocks. So
She pretty much can't hurt people that don't have their own projectiles.
yeah, 3-0 Bug God.
Yeah.
Here we go.
3.
Metal
I'd say 3-0 or 3-1.
For
I
who?
think
Metal Bat?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going 3-1. So
Okay.
I think that Metal Bat is gonna have to be pumped up to beat Sonic because in his
Spread some
base form,
credibility.
I just think Sonic is too fast. But when he's
Actually-
getting pumped up, like his speed is gradually increasing. What were we gonna
Base,
say?
but still kind of beats Sonic because I mean, if we go off the Senior Centipede's statements, you know, he's already above Genos, and that Genos is stronger than the one that drawed Sonic.
In terms of raw strength, but what about his speed?
Well, even then, I guess it depends on how much weight you put on his interaction with Carnage Kabuto for the 3 minutes within the VGS. Because that same Carnage Kabuto blitzed and took out Genos with 2 hits. And this
Yeah.
is the same
I mean,
one that
yeah.
was giving Sonic a decently hard time before he went full on out. Even then, though, I don't think he's taking any damage whatsoever from any attack from Sonic. So
Oh, for sure, yeah, dude. Like if Sonic tries to like cut him with his sword, it's gonna fucking break.
Yeah, Genos is
But-
like tanking exploding shurikens and shit, and he's like nowhere near as durable as Metal.
That exactly. Like Carnage Kabuto one-shotted Genos in his base form, and then Metal Bat, just like Messiah said, was going for 3 minutes against him. So yeah, I mean, I
only
still think it's a.
The only reason
What?
I'd say it's a mid diff is because of the Sonic is faster.
Exactly, I was just about to say that. I think it's a 3-1 just because of the speed difference. But as soon as Metal Bat hits him, it's over. One shot.
Absolutely.
You know what? Hold on, let me change my argument. I said earlier, I said that he needs to be pumped up. I take it back. Base Metal Bat kind of claps, so. So yeah, 3-1.
I mean, even like a slight like when he went against Senior Centipede, he technically was pumped up, not to a massive degree, but it was still there.
Yeah, so.
Top of the table, we have Goketsu, King,
Yep.
Metal Bat. That's crazy. What the fuck? Did I do some shit wrong? Yeah.
What did you do wrong?
What the fuck? How does King not have 3-0 and everything?
It probably hasn't refreshed yet.
Yeah.
He's also missing a matchup.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Three zero, 7. fuck? This shit only takes forever on this page. The fuck is this? There we go. Alright. Top of the table is King, then Goketsu, and Metal Bat. Let's see, man. Bottom of the table is One Shotter, Darkness Blade, and Crescent Eyebrow.
Uh, 3-2 for Super Mouse.
Well, I mean, EC Genos, you know, couldn't. I mean, I guess he could be, but he wasn't like any more powerful really than the Garou that he fought, and then the Garou that fought Super Mouse is way stronger than that Garou that Genos fought, and EC Genos was said to be like the first form of Genos that could actually damage Senior Centipede.
I mean, the reason I think it was a 3-2 for him for Super Mouse is because of his regen. Like Garou cut his whole shit open with the whirlwind, and 2 seconds later he was just fine. So, I mean, I'm not saying that he's physically stronger than Senior Centipede, but if they fought in like a prolonged battle, I think Super Mouse would come out on top just because his regen is fucking crazy. You know?
Just want to clarify, Genos with arms mode would indeed beat Senior Centipede. Stop saying that shit.
So you're gonna go
Wait.
against Murata's statement?
Especially Murata. Fucking clown.
Alright, well, Grimm's more credible than Murata then. We'll just let that be on the record.
We can pretend that. We can definitely pretend that.
Yeah, we actually can pretend that.
That Genos with arms mode wouldn't incinerate Senior Centipede.
Wait, isn't Genos' arms mode the one that fought Deep Seeking?
No.
Which one is that then?
The one that took on the meteor.
Oh yeah. Okay, that.
Same.
That
That's the thing.
Genos. Okay. You're talking about like when Genos shot the meteor with that huge ass Kamehameha.
Big facts.
Okay, that one. Okay, yeah. That one would probably fucking molest Senior Centipede.
Oh, facts. I like the way you said
What's the
molest there.
difference within the arms?
When Genos shot the
big
meteor,
power.
it gave him. Yeah, it was a huge power up.
No,
I mean, I'm
big
still-
power.
That's not the arms being different. It's because he connected it with his core.
No, he brought a suitcase with him.
Yeah, the suitcase had like those giant gauntlets, and then he
Yeah,
put his
but I'm saying,
core
like-
in the. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like did he not maintain those things afterwards? Are those not the same? Like, what's the difference?
No, he didn't.
We didn't.
Like,
I don't recall.
I think those are a one-time.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, like that version of Genos would probably doodle on Elder Centipede. I mean, no, Senior Centipede. My
What
bad.
you mean, bruh? Are we literally saying that EC would tank the meteor bit? Or-
Directly contradicted, but whatever. We'll just.
You can pretend that, bruh. You can pretend that all you want. I don't, bro. I don't care. I don't care if Murata tells me that Darkness Blade can beat Boros. I don't care. I'm not listening to that. Nigga. I don't care. I swear to God, I don't care. That's it's
Who
fucking
said
big.
that?
It really matters what you
You
care.
can call death of the author via the contradictions within the series. I think Sigmas is saying there you can't do that here. I think that's what he's saying.
Okay, you can say that. That's a clear contradiction. Now I'm gonna go with the continuity. In the continuity, I don't care what he says outside of the story. In the continuity, he continues to draw upon and make cohesive. I'm using that. I don't care if any nigga tells me Darkness Blade is stronger than Boros. He's not drawing that shit.
Bruh. Darkness Blade is above Meteor Burst. Confirmed.
Niggas, bro, I just want y'all niggas on YouTube to really understand what's going on here. They're
You're
trying
like
to
that's-
tell
that's-
you
that's-
that the Genos that attacked the meteor would not overcome Senior Centipede with that attack.
Yes.
I mean,
That's not even the matchup either. I don't know why we're going on about
Just
this.
saying, bro. Y'all niggas say credit
Hold
to
on,
shit.
hold on.
I can't just not answer it, man. I can't just not answer that question.
I didn't say that, so I don't.
hold on. Wait, can I explain why I think it's a 3-2 again? Because I just came up with a new argument. So, when Garou fought Super Mouse, like that version of Garou, destroys Metal Bat, and this version of Garou one-shotted Royal Ripper, and technically it was a two-shot because he did the whirlwind, but he punched his head off with brute strength, and he couldn't do that to Super Mouse. He had to go straight for the whirlwind, and Super Mouse was still fine. So, based on his interactions with Garou, I would say that Super Mouse pretty much like 3. Okay, maybe it could be a 3-1 for him actually, just based on that, in my opinion. So I'm changing my answer, 3-1 Super Mouse.
So what AP does Super Mouse have?
I don't really.
What AP does Garou have?
Garou?
He matched the punch. The only thing that fucked up Super Mouse was the whirlwind, not the punch. So if we're giving credit to Garou's punch, that
took a massive amount of damage from it. I don't know if that's matching.
I mean, is Showerhead's face as tough as Senior Centipede's carapace?
That's not what was brought up. He was trying to state which person's AP is higher. That's the point.
Right.
If Garou punched Super Mouse and they clashed punches, and the only thing that happened to Super Mouse was the whirlwind's effect, those punches were similar. Garou then Garou then punched Showerhead and broke his face. So I'm asking, can Garou break Senior Centipede?
When did he match a punch?
When Garou did the whirlwind on Super Mouse.
Punches.
Super Mouse tried to punch him, and Garou caught the punch.
Definition of not matching a punch. I don't understand how you think that's matching. Like, he punched him and then took damage from their fist clashing. That's the opposite.
From a different effect. It wasn't the blunt force that did that. Yeah, those were two effects there.
I pulled it up, and it actually isn't a punch. It's a. I'll send it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know.
He threw a punch. He was throwing a punch. He not balled up, but like scrunched up the fingers, and as it landed on what's his name?
Super Mouse.
Are you describing the whirlwind? Yeah, that's how that works, bitch.
But where was the punch being? I'll send you the thing. Hold up.
Hold on, before we continue.
The whirlwind is a punch. That's what it is. Like, that's how he punches, like that. That's his martial art style.
I'm not saying that Super Mouse has equal strength to that version of Garou. I'm just saying that if Super Mouse and if him and Senior Centipede were fighting in a prolonged match, like, Super Mouse would win because, I mean, his regen is what would allow him to take the victory. Senior Centipede, to our knowledge, doesn't have it like Elder Centipede. Like,
I'm not fucking with your argument now, because I never believed them when they were talking about like Senior Centipede being a god. I saw what Metal Bat did, and that was pretty good. Like, that's around there. And you connecting it to Garou now, 100%, because Senior Centipede doesn't have a whirlwind. Senior Centipede isn't going to do that to Super Mouse whenever he punches him. And Garou, what Garou did was react to the punch, and he did have to match it. That's Bomb's fighting style. That's how he punches. And when he punches, that's the effect that happens when he punches. And he holds his hands like that. That's how all of them do it. That's how all the martial artists do it. They have different hand seals almost for their stances and shit like that. Like, they'll have their hands open sometimes, or like they'll have it like one hand open and one hand closed and shit like that. And then they even teach you about in Kung Fu in school how like to deliver a punch with your palm somewhat open, and then close it at the last second to deliver the most force, have the most speed and shit. Like, that's all martial arts. That's punching and shit. Like, what he did is match his punch with the whirlwind, and that's what the whirlwind did.
Hold on. So
how was he matching it when he took this is the equivalent of like if we both throw a punch, right? And as we throw a punch, once we're throwing it, and as our fists or hands are clashing, you proceed to take damage afterwards. How are you matching?
Oh, you're saying like that? No, okay, no. I see when I'm saying matching, I'm saying that they both like threw punches at the same time and they clashed. Maybe I'm replacing with clash. They were able to clash punches. That's what I'm saying. And to be able to clash punches with Garou and him not fucking dying.
At the same time, but yeah.
He threw first.
The way you framed it sounded differently, but okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
I never said Senior Centipede won. I was just confused as to where that came from.
Garou reacted to Super Mouse's punch with the whirlwind, and in the clash he was able to like eviscerate Super Mouse's arm, which then immediately healed, or consequently
and its face.
Yeah.
And like his entire face was just cut open, and then 2 seconds later he's fine.
Damn near his arm should have came off. Actually, that's just pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I think he would win via regeneration, so because both their AP, Senior Centipede's AP is kind of trash. So.
What you mean,
Yeah.
bro? He worked Metal Bat.
Made Metal Bat bleed.
He worked
No,
Metal
no,
Bat.
no, no, no. Hold on. Metal Bat had to hit
Oh
himself
boy,
to make him
you
bleed.
think that is over what? What's his name? He regenerated from? Like a similar metal
No.
bat, actually a stronger metal bat than the
No,
one
no,
that he
no,
was
no.
damaging.
I wasn't saying that his
bones
AP.
broken.
I wasn't saying his AP would surpass his durability. I just said like comparing both their APs, his would be higher.
So we're going 3-2.
I mean, I'm saying, in order for him to win, he'd have to get past the durability.
I know.
And that's literally kind of
I
impossible
thought
because
they
like a much weaker version of Garou was breaking the bones of Metal Bat as they were fighting, even when he wasn't like redirecting the attacks. And this is a much stronger version of that Garou.
So do you think? So wait, Masai, do you think it's a 3-1 or 2 for Super Mouse?
2, mainly because of AP for both. I think Super Mouse would still win regardless.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, I never disagree with that. It's like
3-0, yep, for
that's
Kuma.
like the thing.
3-0.
Oh,
that's
he was
funny.
gonna survive the shows though.
Yeah, I mean, but what about the marbles?
Like, that's true, bitch. Stop. That's
Bro,
true, bitch.
He's not tanking
It's a
those.
whole
Come on,
shit,
what are you
bro.
talking
It's a
about?
whole shit, bro. Stop.
Interesting. We're using confidence as an argument.
Look,
Okay.
bro. He was gonna do it, bro. These niggas tripping, dog. Yo, why does this shit always happen, bro? Fucking
That's
booty
actually
ass connection.
you can't accept it because Mosgard actually beats
3-0, Homeless Emperor.
It's a slap. One shot.
Ooh. Yeah, 3-1 or 2. I mean, I think it could be a 3-2, just because of that building feat.
I'm low-key
but,
pushing for a 3-2 as well, but I think
Yeah,
he's
I mean-
too evasive. Like, there's, I really don't think that Evil Eye will actually hit Watchdog.
Yeah, I think we all agree that Watchdog Man is way faster, but it's like if Evil Eye just drops an entire neighborhood on him, like that's probably gonna do something to him, right? I don't know. I think it's like a 3.
Sigbox.
I'm sure
3-2.
I'm sure he could evade it,
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's like,
especially considering his style like movement. He
yeah,
jumps
he moves
around.
on all fours. Yeah.
He like moves on walls and trees and shit too. So that's not really gonna do anything to him.
Yeah.
All right. Top of the table, we have Boros' ship, Homeless Emperor, and Evil Eye. Bottom of the table is Shadow Ring, Fakuma, and Super Mouse. 1, 2. All right, 4 more groups left.
From 3-0. That's a complete mismatch. Goddamn. 3. I mean, yeah, 3-1
Yeah, I'm gonna say
or something.
I'm gonna say 3.
3-0. I don't know about that. I mean, I think it's a 3-1 because I think
Look,
Lightning
you
Max
can, like,
could land.
You can wank Lightning Max saying like he hurt like Dry Deep Sea King, but that's Dry Deep Sea King. Like Sky King's as strong as Deep Sea King in general, which would include his wet form. And Sky King has
Fuck
like
outta here.
he not only has like the range advantage by being able to fly, but he can also fire attacks. So he has us both of those covered.
I mean, I
He has
think
fireballs. So Lightning Max is not doing anything. It's 3-0.
I mean, I'm still leaning towards a 3-1, but all right, 3-0 then.
Why do you think it's a 3-1?
I mean, I think it. Hold on, let me
He
just.
tanked an attack from
I think it.
Goketsu.
Oh no, hold on. I was gonna say, like, I think it could have been a 3-1 because, I mean, not only was he able to take attacks from Deep Sea King, but he was also able to like, what was it? When he
Goketsu.
fought in the. Well, yeah, no. He didn't. He fought. He didn't fight Goketsu. He
took
fought
a hit
those
from
birds.
Goketsu. He took a direct
he
hit from
did?
Goketsu.
Oh yeah.
He got like one shot above hits if he looked into durability.
Yeah,
I
one
mean,
shot, but
it's
he
like-
came back. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm going 3.
I mean, yeah.
Fuck y'all niggas.
I don't know why. AC slaps.
3-0.
Here goes that matchup.
3-0. Pure blood. Or maybe 3-1. Yeah, 3-0. Yeah. 3-0. Oh wait, hold on.
Stop.
Iron actually wins because he broke Tatsumaki's barrier, so he's actually above Dragon.
Well, let's not.
Forgot about that. You're
I'm joking, guys. Come on.
right. The nigga put the barrier there. Top of the table is Beefcake, Dark Shine, and Waking Cockroach. Bottom of the table is Needle Star, Kamatachi, Lightning Max.
Oh, great.
Wait, is Double Hole that guy with the fucking nostrils?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Feather definitely wins. I don't
Wait,
know how
Feather-
big the gap is, though, so it's probably not 3-0, because the gap shouldn't be that large.
Wait, it was Feather that guy who was like the one that was like
The Wolverine looking like nigga that was flipping and shit.
Dude, he was
Yeah.
like jumping over and shit. He's got
That
crazy
guy.
agility.
the guy who kind of looks like Hellfire, right?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah. 3-0. Mhm. Wait, is Masai still here?
he's muted.
Oh, okay.
I
3-0.
don't know, Bones tanked the super early tackle or whatever. We saw it.
Stop.
Exactly. I mean, not only that, but he has calcium, so that's above God. 3-0.
Yeah, spelling slap.
3-0. But 3-2? What are you doing? There we go. Yeah, 3-0.
Elaborate, Ryuko.
Oh, he was waiting for me to... You should have told me to elaborate.
I don't
Graham.
even know. I don't even know if he is.
So okay, so the reason why it's a 3-0 is because, first of all, we know that Chose won't be able to
No.
vaporize evil
No,
now.
don't elaborate,
water.
nigga.
Because
Nigga, I'm the one who disagrees. Give me a second to elaborate. I'm just thinking.
sorry, my bad.
It's really just for like a 3-2 or 3-1. Like the speed of Child Emperor without his base or in his base form was able to like maneuver around a bunch of even out your water's beam. So I definitely don't think that Child Emperor is more maneuverable than Chose. He's flying around the tournament battlefield, so it's gonna be hard for him to hit him. And Chose does have a big ass like bomb attack. Like we haven't seen that much from even out your water. I do believe he could probably tank that, but how do you hurt even out your water? Freezing him and then breaking him apart? That's what it seemed like.
I mean,
I'm gonna give him 3-2.
I say 3-2 because I think Chose is way faster. I honestly think he might even be able to. He might even be able to tank like 1 or 2 actual hits. I don't know.
Low key. But I don't know how, like. Yeah, I just don't know.
I mean, I still think it's a 3-0, maybe a 3-1.
If he gets
Just
hit by
because-
the orb, based off of the fact that it's stated to be the same as Homeless Emperor and Vaccine Man, which emit a large amount of heat.
Where was
you
that
think it
stated?
could just- Say that again.
Where was that stated?
Let me get it. I think it was 1.
I mean, I think it's a 3-0 just because I don't think, what's his name, Chose? I don't think he can take any of those jet streams. Like, they'll go right through him. Like, they'll turn him into Swiss cheese. So that's why I'm saying it's a 3-0.
All the jet streams have gone through is like Child Emperor's leg and the Iron Sword.
What do you mean all? Stop saying that shit. You said the same shit last time. Nigga, where's your blade? Can it take that shit?
Oh my god.
Alright, then I don't want to hear that dumbass shit, dog. Niggas out here breaking blades and you just broke the blade, man. Like, what the fuck, bro? You know who's gonna have their blade broken next? Flashy, man. Then you'll really be like, when somebody breaks Flashy's blade, you're gonna be like, oh my god, that nigga's a god. He broke Flashy's blade, man. I bet you're gonna say that when that happens.
What were you talking about with the Ian thing? I don't. The blade. I don't really get
You're downplaying the fact that Ian had his blade tipped by that stream of water, man. Like, that's not. Nigga, what stream of water do you know breaks blades?
Who am I downplaying with that?
Ian.
You're downplaying
By his blade getting broken by a literal dragon?
Bro,
that's not.
Do you like niggas don't have their blades chipped or broke, but that's disrespectful as fuck, man. You can't lose your blade. You can't chip your blade. And don't let niggas talk shit about your blade. None of that shit should be happening as a swordsman. And that's disrespectful, bro. And you out here talking about somebody, oh, he just had a sword chip. Like, that's...
Are you a swordsman, Grim?
You know.
Look, if you're a swordsman, for real, then alright, you're right, I'm sorry.
I accept apology.
I sent it in for the people.
Alright, either way, bro, it doesn't matter. Let me see. I won't accept that. Top of the table, we have Carnes Kabuto, Minato Water, and Toze. Bottom of the table, we have Glasses, Double Hole, and Second Guard. Okay. So round 7 really just hide the top of the tables. A few of them, actually.
Zombie Man 3-1.
3-1?
I mean, it could be a 3-0, but I think it might be a 3-1.
He's getting one stop by his gun.
3-0. All the way.
I mean...
Wasn't my hard counter?
It's poison, huh?
He hard countered.
3-0. Yeah. 3-1. Yeah. 3-1 or 2.
I think it's a high diff.
I mean, yeah, because Garou does have that thing where she did like the black hole thing on Tatsumaki. But, I mean, Rover, I mean, his durability is fucking nuts, dude. Like, he tanked the normal punch from Saitama, and then he took the cross fang from Bang and Bomb.
It's more the how much was actually destroyed by that normal punch, like, because a normal punch from Saitama can be any powerful, it can be like any level, but we saw like a huge amount of the monster station was destroyed by it, which is how we know that durability is insane.
Like, Saitama's punch on Rover created like this giant fucking earthquake that everybody was like, Orochi was like, whoa, what the fuck was that? and then he took the cross fang from Bang and Bomb.
Like a sandwich. He ate it like a sandwich.
Yeah, dude. Like, Rover was literally in between that, like, he was being sandwiched by that attack. And he was still, I mean, it did damage him, but it's like,
and it was a boosted up. It was a boosted up Dragon Fang.
I mean, because look, Bang and Bomb cracked Elder Centipede's entire fucking body with a weaker attack. Like, I think Murata said that the Crossfang was like twice as powerful as the Orb Blue Sky.
Chill out with that.
Yeah, it's pretend. He was pretending too.
No. He said in the live stream, right?
Yeah, he was pretending.
He said it was more powerful. He didn't clarify to what extent.
That nigga's creditless as fuck.
Okay, well, yeah. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter because I mean we know that like Bang and Bomb cracked EC's whole body with a weaker attack, and Rover survived a stronger attack. Like the Crossfang shits on the Aura Sky Ripping Fist. So I mean the fact that he took. Yeah, that's why I think it's a 3-1, just because of his insane durability and his his firepower. Like he could just spam those crazy attacks that I would argue are stronger than Homeless Emperors.
I think it's 3-2. It's gonna be hard. I don't think she would ever take him down, but I would say he'd also have a hard time taking her down via
because of her.
interaction with Garou and how casual she was in the
I
session.
mean,
She still
yeah.
gave him a
I
decently
mean,
hard time.
I
Garou
think
was
she
weaker
could
than
block.
Rover.
Say that again.
Garou was weaker than Rover at the time period.
I know.
So because she struggled with a weaker opponent, that means that she'll do well up against Garou or Rover?
Say that one more time.
Are you saying that because she struggled up against a weaker opponent that she'll do well up against Rover?
I'm saying that he would struggle against her, just not to the same extent as she would struggle against him because of the difference in AP and durability in comparison to each other.
That's exactly what I said. Rover's
Right, that's
durability and
also
AP
3-2.
are like, yeah, 3. I mean, I think it's a 3-1, but yeah, 3-2 is fine.
No, I went with 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1 for sure, dude. I mean, dude, that's weird because it's like,
Glory Boss is stronger than Milzigard, so he slaps.
yeah, but we don't have any feats for Garou Boss. That's the thing. Like,
He used to be the strongest of the
all
three.
the generals. So he's stronger than Milzigard, and he's stronger than
I hate
Garou
manga.
Gunship.
With all my fucking heart, I hate manga.
This was in the series. This isn't even an author statement.
This
so
is
I don't know.
creditless! He got one shot!
Wait.
He got
White
one
Saitama.
shot! No, listen. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about Murata in one. It's obviously a gag. I get the gag. I'm just saying, like, fuck. It makes everything so hard, but, like,
yeah.
he had claws. He had talking claws where he had mouths on his hands, man. And he's stronger than all those. Suck my dick.
I don't get why you like disagree with things just because they're funny. Like
they're funny because they're funny.
You said it was a gag.
3-0 from Mizuki.
Because they're funny. Yo, Sigmox, bro. You getting protested by BLM after this, bro. Shut your ass up, bro.
Bro. So I said 3-0 from Mizuki. Just because Withered Sprout has
Isn't he a dragon?
durability.
Yeah, he's a dragon.
Where are we getting this Mizuki like scaling from? I don't.
Bro, what do you mean? She crushed watermelons with her thighs, and he's a sprout. So
Oh my
naturally,
Stop.
Watermelon who can produce the same amount of ice ability that he can, right?
Exactly.
Top of the table, we have
You.
Overgrown Rover. Black
I'm
Sparrow,
trolling, guys. I'm trolling.
Giro. Bottom of the table, we have Mizuki, Fistfight Dijin, and Poison. Alright, last table. Let me make this fast. My dog's getting impatient. Gotta take him out.
Devil
3-2 DOS.
3-0 Devil Longer
It's 3-0.
I mean,
for Devil Longer.
Why do you think Devil?
We already moved on.
100 Eyes Claws.
yeah, 3-0, 100 eyes.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I thought it was Face Ripper for a moment.
Ooh, 3-1.
Am I clapping?
Oh man, I thought we'd
3-0
get out.
Neon beats him for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3-1 for Neon.
I don't even. That's a 3. What? How's that? I don't get.
What would a Mike do? He has nothing.
Well,
Even the disciples
hold on.
kind of cuts him down a little
Too
bit.
late.
Hold on. The reason I think it's a 3-1 is because I think Amai could like take a few of his attacks, and he might like throw one punch, but then he gets killed. Like that's
That's not even a 3-1.
I mean, that's what I mean. It doesn't matter. We moved on, so
Top of the table, we have Neon, a Mind Mask, and 100 Eyes. Bottom of the table is Food Battler, Slice Jellyfish, Raphosidian. Alright, guys. That was it for probably the most heated session of the Tournament of Power. Hopefully, things will continue to heat up in the consequential rounds after round 7. We will be moving on to the next I guess round or not round. I guess next grouping stage or the next stage. In about 2 more sessions. We'll probably do those sessions probably by the end of next week. We'll have both of them done. So stay tuned. Remember, if you guys want to participate in this portion here, if you guys want to participate in the next stage, remember to check out the link in the description for the Discord. It's where you can come and talk, debate. And as you guys already seen here, there's a variety of opinions that don't just follow my own. So if you have your own thoughts, if you don't necessarily think that you agree with me, or if you're not sure what your opinion is, come to the Discord and find out. See y'all boys next time, man. Yo ho!